Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike. Jay is on a toilet somewhere and will be here in a few minutes. That man has got to find some Mylanta or Gas X, or that's what I've been taking. We're old men. How are you guys? How's your day? How's your lives? Tonight we're talking about Happy Gilmore 2 and Fantastic Four. We're going to try to keep it spoiler free, I think, just in case anybody hasn't seen them. But yeah, I don't know. How are you guys? I made fajitas tonight on the Blackstone. That's what I did. I made fajitas and they were good. I even put the tortilla on the Blackstone and made a little. I'll talk about this for hours if you let me. What are you guys doing? How's your lives? How's your days? Look, I have a bookshelf now. I'm fancy boy. I'm a fancy boy with a bookshelf now. Yeah, he's a very punctual man. I will talk about the fajitas. See, what I did was I got some thin steak, and the guy who puts the steak kept putting meat in my face when I was trying to. Don't you guys hate that? You go to the grocery store and there's like, it's finally not a bunch of zombies walking around, and the guy refilling the meat is just like in your face, just like putting the shit in front of you while you're trying to hone your ADD so you can pick which meat you need. And I'm like, ugh. And then I realized that I did that out loud, and he's a lot bigger than me. But yeah. Just get you some thin steak, cut up some peppers, cut up some onions, put some Mexican seasoning on that bitch, throw it on the Blackstone, put some sour creamus, put the little tortillas on the little Blackstone, get them a little black, a little toasty. It's good. It's good stuff. I'm not even lying. It's good. I don't feel like the people in the house understand how good it was. I thought it was amazing. That's what I think. Anyways, I'm going to start a cooking channel. That's what's going to happen. And it's going to be watch a dude with ADD try to cook and not lose his shit and break a window. That's the one thing that does turn me into Happy Gilmore is when I'm cooking. Like, oh, something goes wrong and I got one thing's burning and something's over here. I was like, everything's going to be ruined. He spilled wine all over the duvet. And then all of a sudden I'll just pick up a table and throw it through a window. And then that's why my wife leaves me. And then that's what happens. Yeah. That was a dark story, but it's not a true one. Thank God. Not yet. Not yet. My kids just laugh at me when I get rageful. It's not like a scary thing. It's sad. But cooking's hard, man. That's why I have to do it on a Blackstone, like an ADD centric machine that I can just put it all in one big place. Ryan, my favorite cameo in Happy Gilmore was actually, I won't say it just in case anybody, but it was the rapper. That should pretty clear. I thought that was actually funny. Like, I can't believe they got him to not take himself that seriously. I mean, he's done that before, but I thought he was actually funny. I could see somebody not liking that though. Like, I could see somebody not thinking it was funny. One of my least favorites was Post Malone. Like, why? That didn't even make sense. He's like, look, I got metal teeth. Cool. I don't get that at all. What are we doing? Yeah, it was MGK. Oh, the fucking oops, I can't say that. I can't say that's a spoiler. I almost spoiled it. I don't know. It was on Netflix. I mean, everybody probably watched it, right? Is anybody here worried about being spoiled about Happy Gilmore? Maybe I should just ask that. Does anybody care at all? Like, if you haven't watched it yet, you probably don't care, but I don't want to ruin it for anybody. So yeah, I'll wait for Jay before I talk about exactly how I felt about it, but I have mixed feelings and they're both extreme. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Not a single person seems to care. Okay. So maybe it won't matter. Maybe it won't matter at all. I think everybody did. Dude, I just saw an hour ago, 46 million people watched it, making it the biggest Netflix opening movie in United States history for Happy Gilmore 2. I bet they wish it was better. I bet Happy Gilmore 3 wouldn't have that. That's for sure. It looks like everybody wants us to talk spoilers, so maybe that's what we'll do. For Happy Gilmore, at least. Not for Fantastic Four, right? Because that was a theater thing. That'd be harder. I'm harder. I gotta wait. Fantastic Four supposedly flopped? Really? Did it really? I thought it did good. I thought I saw it did good. I have this tool called the internet, and it'll tell me everything I need to know. Hello?
What up, dogs? Huh?
Someone just told me Fantastic Four flopped at the box office. I was like, I don't know about that. No,
I don't think it met expectations that Marvel wanted, but that's about all I know. That's about all I know, and I think that Superman's doing pretty well overall.
This says lifts off with heroic 118 million.
Yeah, but I think they were talking about overall. I don't know what I think Marvel had a bigger number in mind than what they
slightly ahead of expectations.
That's what I was saying. Marvel obviously is thrilled with the news, and they were expecting. Obviously, I was right and you were wrong. I was gonna tell you. I just got done. I was pooping on the toilet, and I watched a video.
You look like a peach.
Why?
You're just so like it's like is there like a red light in your room that wasn't there before?
No, I usually have the blue light offsetting, and it might just be where it's like that yellowish tint on the ring light.
It's like the sunset, maybe.
Yeah, it could be sunburn.
Anyway, sorry,
too.
Go ahead.
It could be sunburn too, but no. So there's a video that just came out. YouTube is updating their policy in regards to foul language. Did you see this? Did you watch this? Did you know about this?
Oh no, are we canceled?
It's good. No, it's good news. I thought we were. Yeah. I thought they were going to be like, no, it's all Mr. Rogers from here on out. But no. So what it is that they're going to now allow full monetization within the first 7 seconds if you use strong language. So like before their policy, when they updated it 2 years ago, there's actually a video out right now, like 2 minutes and 34-second long video, where they were explaining that 2 years ago they had limited where you would get the little yellow icon on the video within the first 7 seconds if strong language was used, which was like the F-bomb or whatever, any super bad language. And then there was like medium tier language. But now they said that they're going to have full monetizations because advertisers have the ability to target videos they want depending on the language used. So now YouTube doesn't really have to go about monitoring it themselves.
Isn't that bad though? Because that would mean like our videos wouldn't make any money even if YouTube let us cuss.
No, I mean, what it means is that if Walmart decides that they don't want to be associated with a video that has a lot of strong curse words in it over and over again, they'll just avoid your video. So they won't. But other videos that don't care about it, like a beer commercial or something like that, who don't care about strong language. Now they did say that if you continuously use like if you were like showing like I think the guy used an example like if you showed a clip where it was like all your like a favorite character in like South Park that used nothing but the F-bomb every 5 seconds, they would limit your video.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess that makes a little bit more sense because I bet most companies don't even look to see if someone's cursing or not. To be honest,
they don't.
The problem with that is if they can pick and choose, dude, everybody's just going to pick the vanilla Mr. Beast crap, and nobody's going to want their stuff advertised on crappy channels like ours. That could be awful.
I know. Now I'm all concerned about it because of my face. There, that better?
No, that's much worse.
I'm gonna be frightening. I'm gonna be Galactus. I'm just gonna have purple eyes.
I'm actually frightened by your presence now.
No, let me see.
You are a sleep demon.
That's
a nice elbow, though.
That's too much.
You've been in the bathtub?
Actually, yeah, I was. I actually took a shower not long ago. There.
Why don't you just turn on the lights behind you?
Huh?
Just turn on the lights behind you.
How about you stay out my business? Shit.
Watch me fix this, guys. Watch this. It's going to work. You look completely normal now. No, you still look really red. It's fucking weird, actually. What'd you do? Where'd you go?
Sunburn. Could be sunburn.
What'd you do? Where'd you go? Why were you in the sun so long?
I was walking the dog.
You're not gonna get sunburned from walking the dog.
Yeah, dude. I have like super white skin. It's like paper thin white.
That's a long walk. I bet his balls are sore.
No, yeah. Well, we were on grass. It wasn't like our concrete.
Oh man, yeah. I fixed the pool today, everybody. So,
congratulations.
And I adopted a black.
What's the pH level? Give us the scoop. Give us the scoop.
I don't know. I didn't check it. I don't tell you. I don't. That's for wussies.
Where did you get a pool?
I've had a pool the entire time I've been here, Jay.
No,
it's right next to the deck where we.
I thought you got that removed because you had a sand pit.
I've had a new one for like 2 years.
No way, dude. I don't remember seeing a pool.
It's not. It's just like one of those cheap, like like Walmart pools. It's not like a baby pool, but it's like a $500.
I swear, dude, I was like, like when that moment you're like, I drink too much. And you're like, I don't remember seeing a poo potty ever. Because I remember you had that big tall one, that above ground pool when you moved in, and then you tore it down.
Yeah.
And you had that sand thing in there, that sand pit, or whatever.
No, you and I
stood
right next to the pool last time you were over here a couple weeks ago for the Patreon stream. The pool's right there.
Did I pee in it?
It's still in the sand pit.
Oh, I don't remember it, but that's cool. Okay. You have a pool.
Yeah. I fixed it. It broke and I fixed it.
Oh.
Thanks. Okay. By it broke, my wife tried to take apart the filter and then it wouldn't go back together, and then the pool drained.
Oh,
she can't hear me.
Jay has the memory of Joe Biden. I know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying half the time.
Yeah, that's what happened. You fell asleep with the sun and you just don't remember it.
Yeah, probably, yeah. We're at war? When the fuck did that happen? It'd be like, that's who I'd be as president, dude. I'd be like, I wouldn't even be Happy Gilmore. I'd be Happy Gilmore's friend floating in the pool like Norm Macdonald. He's like, where's Happy? He's like, he's at school, man. He's like, oh yeah.
You saw Billy Madison?
Billy Madison, yeah. Happy Gilmore, yeah.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Dude, let me ask you, Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore?
Oh, Billy Madison all day long.
I think I go Billy Madison too, even though it's a little. Yeah, no, it's Billy Madison. Well, Carl, maybe if I knew that we had Triscuit crackers, I would have enjoyed some too.
God damn it! Fuck it!
It's not that bad now. It was just shocking.
No, I know, but now I'm having health concerns because you know what? I gotta go to the doctor. It's probably hypertension. Like I'm gonna have a heart attack tomorrow.
No, I'm sure you're right. It's just sunburn. It's just sunburn.
Yeah.
Don't Google it. Don't do it.
I'm glowing with anticipation with talking to you all about the Fantastic Four, First Steps, and Happy Gilmore 2, now available on Netflix.
That's actually a good question. DZ asked, who do you think is more funnier indirectly, Biden or Trump? Because like Biden has
it's walking out that all day long. I mean, that's indirect. Like he don't even know he's being funny.
Yeah. And honestly, I think sometimes Trump doesn't either, but I think that was Biden's funniest moment, dude. When he started to walk out and someone said something to him, he's like,
yeah, that shit was, but that wasn't even funny. That was like evil shit. That was like that's like somebody's like, hey, you know what happens when you bury somebody at Pet Cemetery? I heard bad things. And he's like, find out. Oh,
I'd say Trump is probably funnier, even though like I don't like him. I don't like either.
But he says shit on like he says it. Like he's not like indirect about it. Like he's direct. Like he knows what he's saying. Like he'll make fun of you. He's like, she got big old jangly nipples or something like that. You'd be like, what? That's weird.
The funniest fucking thing that Trump ever did was when he was on that. He was walking out to Air Force One, whatever, when all that Iran stuff was going on. And she's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "They don't know what the fuck they're doing." Yeah, do you understand that?
Well, that wasn't.
Dude, I was crying.
But he's telling the truth. Like it's like that's funny, but he's telling the truth. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, that's true.
It was like an angry dad at their two kids trying to put like a bike together.
Yeah, he's like, he's trying to tell you, he's like, you're just working a dead end job. You're not going to college. You're not doing anything. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, yeah, you might be right. But yeah. Anyway, speaking of which, you want to talk about Fantastic Four and get that out of the way before Happy Gilmore?
Shall we? By the way, I was talking to the folks before you came in. They don't care at all if we spoil Happy Gilmore, so we just make Happy Gilmore full on spoiler town. Yeah. But let's not totally spoil Fantastic Four just because I feel like that maybe some people haven't seen it yet. But yeah, let's do Fantastic Four.
Yeah. So
what'd you think?
I liked it slightly better than Superman. But I'm still. It's not like an overall impressive movie. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. It's an 8.5. That was what I was going to give it overall. I thought the cast was good. I thought they had great chemistry. I mean, we know why. Especially with Pedro. Great chemistry. Huge chemistry. And then I thought Galactus looked great. I mean, that's not a spoiler.
I've never seen that much chemistry before. It was great.
Nobody has chemistry with Pedro Pascal ever, like in the history of man. He has the greatest chemistry of all time. But anyhow, Vanessa Kirby, him were great. The guy that played Human Torch was good. All the guys were good. Had good chemistry. Galactus looked good. That's not a spoiler. Silver Surfer did look like shit. I don't think the trailers hid that. I mean, I still don't think it looked good in the theater. I don't think they touched that up at all. It still looked like garbage. Story was decent. It was the basic thing. It's like it literally is a comic book movie, like off the pages of the comic book. It's very lighthearted. There's some stuff going. What? What?
You hear that?
Yeah, but what is it?
Yeah, it's the weed eater guys right next to my window. So.
I thought I was having a black house, like I was stroke, but I was okay. But no, no. So yeah, so it's very comic book movie, and I don't know how else the best to describe the movie. It's very it comes right off the page of the comic books. It's not like got a lot. It's got humor. It's got some darkness in it, but overall, it was just like a kind of a super popcorny movie. The only problem that I have with it really is how they handled the ending, which I can't get into spoilers necessarily, because the way I looked at it, like you can't do that. Like you can't do that to Galactus Dog. I mean, it's just ain't in the cards. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit what you're trying to say. I understand. I've read the comic books. I know about certain, powers and abilities, but nah.
I think it was, but I think it's set up to where if they wanted to, 23s could do that. That's what I think. That's what's going to happen.
Well,
right?
I looked at it, and we can't get into spoilers, so I can't get into the nitty gritty of why I feel the way I feel about specifics of it, because I don't want to spoil it. But the only way I was trying to wrap my mind around it, and I discussed this with ChatGPT. It had a long conversation with me, and it agreed. And I didn't even prompt it that well. It actually agreed with what I was my take of. But no, I think it's because it was an alternate reality, and maybe because it's an alternate reality version of him, Galactus. He's not exactly what you would consider the prime powerful deity that he is in the main universe. But now I will say too, a lot of people don't know this about Galactus. He can subconsciously allow people to do things to test them, because he's interested to see how they react to certain situations.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
I mean, and it's only, sure. and I know it's a small part of the movie, but when I saw it, I was like, "No, dude, get the fuck out of here." I believe in it. And then, but overall,
he was kind of nerfed, wasn't it?
I think he was extremely nerfed.
Yeah.
Galactus.
Yeah.
Well, and I was like,
he was imposing. It's just that one moment.
Well, they had to, I think, too, because it's like, well, they tried to fit like this. Galactus is not like, I mean, he is like Thanos on steroids. Like, this is like the same threat level as Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet is what Galactus is. And I understand that Fantastic Four has soloed him, but it's usually outsmarting him. And it's like in the comic books, I believe he used the ultimate nullifier, which is basically a weapon that unmakes everything. And Galactus said, "Nah, they got that gak." He fucking left. He retreated because he was scared of that gun. That was the only reason why he left, because he was scared they'd use it on him, because it could literally unmake existence.
By the way, I'm not trying to throw you off or anything. I'm just, if it makes you feel better, I can 100% ascertain at this point that it is your tan. You have a tan line. You have a tan line right there, and you can tell that it's your tan. So you're okay. Just so you know. I just want to ease you. You're good. You can.
I appreciate that.
Calm.
And now I've lost the train of the fucking thought.
Hey, I was just trying to help, man. I
know where I appreciate it. So I'm still gonna look up on subreddits tonight. It doesn't matter. So yeah, I just feel like they handled Galactus. I mean, they did it again. I feel like they had to put it in an hour and 50-minute movie, so they couldn't make it as long as it should have been. I am disappointed that Norrin Rad wasn't in it. I don't like Shia LaBeouf. I think she's a good actress. I think she was fine. I just didn't care. I wanted to see Norrin Rad.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, but again, that's a lot. That's my negative look on parts of the film. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I had fun watching it. I thought it was awesome to finally see Galactus. That was awesome. And that was, and then the mid-credit scene that rolls. That's supposed to set up Doomsday. I don't know, man. That was kind of weak, but it was kind of cool to see. But
yeah, it was shocking just to see it. Like, so I don't think it's a spoiler to say that, like, obviously Galactus is supposed to come back, right? Like, this was not supposed to be Galactus.
I would imagine.
I think he's planning. He's supposed to be their big, their big baddie for the big stuff going on. So that's not too much. But dude, I really am shocked by how much I like that. You've always been a Fantastic Four guy. The only time I ever got into their comics was when I would find an old one and I would buy it because I think it would be worth something. Or when they sold Heroes Reborn, because we ate that shit up like candy. When the Heroes Reborn comic franchise or comic series came out, we really thought those were going to be worth a lot of money. So we bought up every single one, and every variant went to Kroger. I think that was the start of when they started jacking up the price on comic books, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was those specific comic books. They were selling for a few dollars more than the other ones at Kroger or Walmart. But other than that, I've never been a Fantastic Four guy. And I've never been a 60s dude. Like, there's things I like in that time period, obviously, but like for the most part, whenever people do period pieces, it's kind of like fantasy for me. I just can't really get into it. So like I was never super, not at one point was I super hyped to see this movie. But dude, I went in and watched that shit with MJ and just really enjoyed it because I thought it looked fucking great. And the visuals were different. They weren't your normal watered down CG. There obviously was CG, but because they had that 60s backdrop and it looked weird, it looked it's not like Sin City. It's like an alternate universe kind of Sin City, maybe, but like it had a very specific cinematography to it and a very good look to it. And the whole thing was just beautiful, man. Like really good looking. And I really enjoyed that. The only thing I absolutely like, literally the only thing I didn't like about the film, and that was from start to finish, was Human Torch.
He was all right. I mean, he's no Sharon Stone. He's no Sharon Stone. I mean, we already got spoiled with Chris Evans, who was the best iteration of that character I'd ever seen on screen. Period. But yeah, he was all right. I mean, he didn't really have a lot of lines to shine, but I thought they were going to completely pussify him, and they didn't do that exactly. So I was happy to see that he wasn't running around crying all the time. And he's like, I just want to be loved. I don't want. Thank God they didn't do that. But yeah, he was kind of forgettable, but he wasn't bad. I do like all their the chemistry between the cast was good. I did like how they reacted to one another. I think they actually did do a very good job of gelling. And as far as the special effects, though, I will say also the structure of the movie does flow well. It's edited well enough to where you're never really bored. It does. Yeah. I feel like it flows better than Superman. To be honest with you, I do. I feel like Superman's 100 fucking million miles an hour. This movie's a million miles an hour too, but it feels like it's slowed down enough to where you can catch up and know what's going on. So and I
loved it a tick more than Superman as well. Like I did, I give it an 8.75 because like I don't want to give it a 9, but I like it just a tick more than Superman. But no, I think it's maybe it's the actor, dude. What's his name? Joseph Quinn, I think. I just pulled that out of my ass, but I think that's his name.
I don't know.
I think what happened with him is honestly, he was in Stranger Things and he was an actor who had a really cool, interesting character, and everybody fell in love with him. And the studios know that because, as we know, we found this out. The studios cast now based on how many Instagram followers you have for things. That's just the thing that they do. And I think that this Joseph Quinn and everything I've seen him in past Stranger Things, I think he's terrible. I think he's an overactor. I think he's dog wash, dude. Yeah. And I hate to say it, I'm not trying to be mean, but I saw him in A Quiet Place Day 1, overacted the piss out of that thing. I saw him in Warfare, overacted like a motherfucker in that movie. And again, here, I think he overacted everything. Every moment of joy, every single time he talked about like wanting to date Silver. Like, dude, I just think he's an overactor. I think he comes off as really inauthentic and fake, and I cannot stand him.
Yeah, well, my TikTok followers love me, so suck my white ass ball. Yeah, maybe so. But I will say also, and nothing against the guy that portrayed him. He was great. The guy that played the Thing, awesome. But I still feel like the Fantastic Four, Jessica Alba, that Michael Chiklis, was that his name? That guy, I still think that guy is the best Thing.
I like this one the best, honestly.
But I also like the effects that they used in the Jessica Alba Fantastic Four on the Thing. This one's still good. I just like the effects a little bit better on the Thing in Fantastic Four with Jessica Alba.
I'll give you that, Von Dutch, when it comes to Warfare. Like it was realistic for sure, but at some point I was like, "Stop screaming, stop fighting!" You know, that's what I felt like, even though it was true. But no, dude, and I really loved how they handled Mr. Fantastic's character and his personality traits and his personality.
Well, there was a lot of moments in that will come back, I think, because the way that he was acting, that he always saw the worst side of things because he had to face those things to get the best conclusion. So he was all, he's I will sacrifice one for the majority kind of attitude. That's what leads to him later on in the comic books anyway. He forming the Illuminati, which we saw brief glimpses of in the Doctor Strange shitty movie, the Sam Raimi one, the second one. So that, I mean, and he does become very cold and calculated, or he kind of is already, but he's got a heart underneath of it all. But yeah, I think that Pedro Pascal he knocked it out of the park as Mr. Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, do you say what you want about it personally? Huh?
You don't think if Krasinski was given the exact role and script that he would have been better?
Who?
John Krasinski, the one that was.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I think John Krasinski would have been great too. I mean, but Pedro Pascal's a great actor, so it's not like they're both good. But yeah, dude. Overall, it was a fun movie. It was definitely family oriented, which I guess that's the whole point of the Fantastic Four. I'm glad it's making money. It's a strong movie going into Doomsday with, but I just feel like the mid credit scene was kind of like, I don't know. But it's going to be interesting how they go forward with Franklin Richards. But And I kind of already have fear. See, if this is a spoiler stream, I would already give out my theories about how they're going to handle Doomsday, because the whole thing with Galactus and the thing with Franklin and everything else going on in the movie, there's like 3 or 4 different alternatives that they can go with about why Doctor Doom is doing what he's doing, or what he might do. But yeah, it's interesting, dude. I don't know. I had fun watching it.
I did too a lot. And like there was maybe this sounds stupid as hell, but maybe it's just because Grimm was walking around in that overcoat the whole time. But it had kind of I kept getting a 90s Ninja Turtles vibe when they were in the streets and stuff. Maybe that's the only reason why. But I really love what they did with that character. I like what they did with their home base and everything. I didn't ever thought, dude, I'm really glad it was actually only an hour and 55 minutes. I feel like most of these movies, I feel like if they pushed it 12 minutes further, it would have gotten annoying. The first quarter of it, I was a little bit like, all right, let's get into the story now. Like enough of this whimsical shit. But
yeah, and I gotta say, yeah, dude, I don't know. I know I'm gonna be a salty bitch about it, but I just don't know why you just don't add Norrin Rad in. I don't, and I know that their reasoning behind it, or at least some of them have come out and said, well, we want to save Norrin Rad for the main universe. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, that's not what you did that for. Let's be honest with why you did it. It's like, it's a girl, put her in there. Shalabal
that part actually worked for me. I thought she was
and again, she's not a bad actress. I mean, she is a good actress, and I actually respect her for taking the role because she even knew there was some controversy surrounding it. But I just feel like it's still kind of stupid. Galactus is synonymous with Silver Surfer Norrin Rad. You're gonna have Norrin Rad, of course. They're gonna say we'll have Norrin Rad in the main Marvel universe, and then I'm sure we'll see Galactus again because he comes back. But I don't know, and I do feel like the effects on her weren't great. But again, overall, it did feel like the special effects guys tried this time. They're like, we gotta actually put some effort in, so you might want to come in like not drunk.
And this is, dude, I honest to God think Marvel, Jesus God, man, Jason Voorhees is out my window, but I actually think Marvel, you have to give them a little bit of credit, where DC and a lot of other studios never ever listened. You know, there were so many obvious things they could have done to fix the problems that they were having. It does seem like Marvel's listening, specifically like you were talking about special effects. They got too big for their britches, and with Ant-Man and all that shit that they were putting out, the CG was fucking slop. It was terrible. It was rushed, and they just thought nobody will care. We'll Marvel. They'll jerk off to it, and they'll be fine. But it does seem like they listen. Like the CG, the special effects, all of that looked astoundingly good, and it looked specific to this movie. It looked like they were trying to make a singular movie. Obviously, they're tying in everything and the post-credit sequence and everything, but it looked like they were making a singular film, and I really enjoyed that a lot.
I still think that Marvel has got a long way to go, because from what I understood, like just the idea of them going back and tapping their roster with Robert Downey, I think someone said it shows creative bankruptcy in a lot of ways, because it's like, well, it's creative bankruptcy. They're like, we don't know, because our ideas going forward with the characters that we had planned for this next phase are just failing. So we've got to do something crazy. They brought back the Russo brothers. They're bringing back Robert Downey. Chris Evans is coming back. They're bringing back all-star cast in Doomsday. This has got to be mega for them to continue on the universe. But
yeah, and at some point, like, we don't have anything left to throw at the kitchen sink. But like, no, I don't know. I really thought maybe it's just because it was set, you know, before and the set whatever. Like, but I enjoyed the whole world that they built there, and it felt it just felt like a singular film, which it didn't feel like we gotta have this tie-in and this tie-in and this tie-in. And if they did do that, they did it a little more subtle. So I could actually just like watch this movie and enjoy it without being like, now don't forget, you have to watch these 17 shows on Disney Plus tonight, so you know what the fuck we're talking about. You know,
did you
nice
think
not to have that?
No, fuck, I can't say it. But did you? Well, maybe I can't. I'll try to word it better, or word it in a way that's not spoilery. Did you think at the end of the movie, the way that it ended, there was a distinct possibility of them utilizing a technology that they were talking about to make them appear in our universe?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
that's what I thought they were going to do.
That's another thing, dude. The science. I mean, to be fair, it's a superhero movie, right? So we got to give it a little bit of credit. But the science was super. Like, it was super. It was loose as fuck. Like, oh, I guess we'll just build this thing that never has existed in the entire universe because we have to. It's like. They did that like 3 times.
How's it going to work? Like, how's that going to work, Reed? It just does. I don't need to explain to you morons. All right. I take too long. You see how long big my chalkboard is? I couldn't fill it all up with all. I'm going to science the shit out of it. That's pretty much how it was. Hey, Reed, how are we going to solve this? I'm going to science the shit out of it. That's it.
I'll fix it.
Okay. I got you. But yeah,
overall, I'll break it off.
Yeah. So it's still a good movie. I think that most people that are fans of Fantastic Four will like it. I think people that have kind of been down on Marvel for a while, they'll at least think it's passable if you didn't love it.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
felt
going to
like
be
its own
interesting
movie,
going
man.
into Doomsday. Well, I know, but there are some people that just you're never going to please hardliners, like no matter what. Like they'll have their
Yeah.
ideas about what. I mean, I agree that my version of Fantastic Four would not have included Pussy Boy McJones, Human Torch. I wouldn't have been that guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he did a bad
No,
job
hated
with it,
him.
and I would have maybe changed out the casting for the Thing. But otherwise, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, see, dude, I really love the Thing personally, but also and that's really where I land with this, dude. It's a movie where they actually had they've Deadpool Wolverine did this, right? Deadpool Wolverine found a way to take these two characters, not only and give them a new journey and give them a new trek or whatever, but it wasn't just like, hey, if you don't stop the bad guy, the world's going to end. They also had interpersonal issues that were going on. And with them being new parents and having to have the baby in that situation and the whole world turning against them for the reason that they did and all that, like, and the arcs landed for everybody.
Yeah.
Like they came full circle, but still left a little bit to delve into later. The conversation he has with the baby dude got me a little bit when he's like, most people want their kids to be just like them, and he's like, I don't want you to be just like me because I'm not okay. I never have been.
Well, I think that goes into that. That's going to be Reed's not like okay. There's like there's storylines that happen later on in the Fantastic Four issues that maybe they'll explore later on, but. And I will say,
I just know what I'm saying is like I love that they actually gave the character that depth. They made them not perfect. They made them they're human. You know what I mean? They're not. They are, but they made them human, and they gave us something to hold on to emotionally while also showing us all the special effects. They didn't just make a joke and like move on. I thought they handled that super well, and that's why I actually enjoyed the movie a lot.
Yeah, and I will go back to I don't want to harp on it too long, but. I think I saw it earlier. Somebody was talking about Galactus not being treated correctly. I don't think he was, to be honest. He looked great. He looked phenomenal. Like the effects on him looked fucking insanely good. But yeah, as far as like Galactus and the threat, the Omega level threat that he is, the cosmic level threat that he is, like he's a cosmic god. Like there is no other way to describe him. Like he's like his actual form is abstract. He only appears as human form to us as species of humans. He'll appear as something else to some other species. Like, and the way that the power level, again, it had to be nerfed on purpose because it just didn't make any sense. In a lot of ways, it's like, no, man, this guy, like you guys are like literal like insects to him. Like you're nothing as far as like you, there's no way. So I
like what he said, clever insects.
Yeah, that's what they are. I mean, and then even trying to fuck, dude. Maybe we'll do a spoiler on Patreon so we can get into the nitty gritties and all the details of the goofy details that happen in regards to that character. But overall, still an 8.5.
Yeah, 8.75 for me. Like, and I forgot to even talk about Galactus, dude. Like, I'm really impressed with the visuals. Like, whether it's in space or on Earth, they really put the work on those visuals, and I got to give him credit for it. That, like, he was big, he was scary, he was cool as fuck looking. Yeah. Like, they could have easily, dude. Like, remember when X-Men did Apocalypse? it was just
everything they have built. We will tell you.
Yeah, it was just Oscar Isaac's painted purple, looking like fucking Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, it looked like fucking Muggsy Bogues mixed with Ivan. Running around. Like, he's like super small, dude. Like I thought Apocalypse to be.
No, dude, not at all.
Isaacs. Don't get me wrong, Oscar Isaacs. Like when they said Oscar Isaacs was going to be Apocalypse, I was like, man, that's a badass actor. Then I saw it. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. So I totally agree with that.
For real.
Yeah, no, Galactus was really fucking badass, and I agree with you that there'd be nerfed and there's stuff to talk about with the situation there. But as far as how he looked and presenting him on screen for the first time, it felt cinematic, and nothing feels more cinematic than Cinemark. That fucking ad they play before everyone. But yeah,
can we get a sponsor?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. We liked it. What did you guys think about it? What did you think? Everybody, give your ratings if you saw it. Fantastic Four in the comments. Meow. Not in the chat.
You know, I don't know who directed this either, but you know, I feel confident if they gave it well, maybe not. It depends on. I'll be interested to see how they're going to handle the X-Men movies. Because this, you know what, the whimsical adventure, you mentioned the whimsical side of this movie, which it is very whimsical. It kind of reminded me of the same kind of fun I had watching Thor, which a lot of people didn't like. But I like the high fantasy, the magical stuff and all that stuff. That's what it kind of felt like in the fact that it felt like a comic book movie, like an exact replica from the pages to the screen.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. 8 out of 10, 8.4, 6.8, 7 miles per hour.
Okay.
8.7. That's like almost my exact one, Mr. Kintleful. I like your picture. 8.8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm pumped about that, by the way.
Oh,
Thunderbolts,
sweet.
dude, doing X-Men, perfect. You know what I'm not fucking pumped about, dude, is that they're gonna make it a fucking children's movie again. They said they're all gonna be teenagers.
Yeah, that's dumb.
You've lost. We already had First Class.
I know.
We already had First Class,
which I did like First Class, but you have to move on.
Steroid jacked X-Men. That's what I fucking want. You know?
Yeah, just make the '90s cartoon live action. That's all you got to do, and you got money in the bank. That's all you got. Money in the bank, and give us. That's all you got, and you got money in the bank.
That's all people want, man. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Zack Snyder verse X-Men. Let's go. Let's have it. He'd do it.
Oh,
he would give us. He would give us what we wanted.
The universe would implode and fuck itself if Zack Snyder would pass his drug. Holy shit! People would lose their collective shit.
Dude, X-Men would be fucking. They'd be fucking the Hallelujah in the X-Mansion. They'd be playing on the speaker. Hallelujah. Fucking Cyclops would be just.
You imagine
Jean Grey bent over.
You imagine him taking his sensibilities and doing that, like with what he did with the Watchmen and making it with the X-Men. Holy shit! Gene, you know,
I say that jokingly. I actually think
let's fuck in front of Cerebro. Come on, Gene, and then just have this like really like artistic shot slow mode.
Go.
But yeah, so I mean, I know that it's gotten a lot of like some people didn't like it or whatever, but overall I feel like it was a good film. I don't know what people were. I know what people bitch about, but I didn't. There was nothing in it like that where I did see this thing where it was like, well, girl boss. I didn't really see that during the movie,
no, dude,
because she was a
every time a girl does something in the movie, it's not fucking girl boss. Come on, Jesus.
Yes, it is. So, but not this time. No, I'm kidding. But no, this time she was a mother like Susan Storm. She actually was more in line with the classic idea of what Sue Storm is. So, I mean, Jessica Alba is insanely hot, but she did a good job. Vanessa Kirby was fine in the movie.
I like the car seat scene too. I thought that was funny as shit.
That was the best. I actually thought that was one of the best parts that they had as far as their interactions go. It looked like you and my brother like trying to figure out how a car seat goes in. Be like, you gotta loop it through, then pull. It's like, I am looping it. And they're like, no, you're not. You're not looping it.
Those things are fucking hard as hell, dude. I was expecting him to come out into that microphone and be like, I am Mr. Fantastic. Like Iron Man or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, that was good.
But see, Pedro Pascal, as far as Mr. Fantastic, is going to be he's the new face of Marvel. Like, as far as like going into the future. Well, that's what they're prepping him to be. He's the new leader.
I liked him in this though.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see who they cast. Like, it's like, Xavier and I don't know, going forward, like the other big brains that Doctor Strange will still be in it, but he won't be like a headliner, I don't think. And then, I don't know, dude, the whole thing gets murky with me. And again, I don't hate the idea, but Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Dr. Doom, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, he's an amazing actor, and he's obviously going to do the role justice, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think but can't both be true? Like, can't it has been a desperate ploy by Marvel and also still be fucking awesome? Like, I think both can
if they weave it together, there's ways they can do it to make it work without fucking up what Iron Man was for the Marvel universe, without like ruining the legacy that he already has. But it's got to be tricky. And I do trust the Russo brothers, though. I will say I do trust the Russo brothers. So the fact that they're working on it, I'm sure they're not going to say, well, we did that movie, we're not going to go back and screw with what we did.
That's true. Even though what they've been doing lately has not been panning out for them very well.
What have they done?
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know what they've done. They've been counting their money.
Didn't they do that terrible fucking Chris Pratt movie that like spent like millions of dollars and nobody watched it on Netflix?
Oh yeah, I didn't forgot all about it.
I like Gray Man, by the way. One of them did the Gray Man with Ryan Gosling. That movie's fucking badass. Like people shit on that. That was a good action movie, man. I thought it was good. But anyways, you want to talk about Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, let's go.
Happy Gilmore 2. And there will be spoilers. I'm letting you guys know. I know I put in the description there's not, but I asked the chat. Everybody's seen it. Nobody cares. Dude, it just came out. Before we started the stream. The number one Netflix release in the United States of all time. The number one Adam Sandler and the number one Netflix release of all time. 46 million views in the first 3 days.
Bunch of degenerates out there like humping their hockey sticks. Holy shit, that's crazy. But it does make sense. It is a name brand, so it's not like far-fetched that it would be a it wasn't like hot or cold to me. Like, it was like I gave it like a 6.5 when I watched it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It's like saying, hey, I'm really thirsty and I'm dehydrated, and they're like, oh, we only have boba tea. But I don't know what the fuck boba tea is, but I'll drink it. Tastes all right.
Dude. I got.
I don't never
Mama
had it,
Kate.
but I'm saying, but that's just how I felt about it. And some of the jokes work, some of the jokes didn't work. For whatever reason, when I watched Adam Sandler comedies, I was telling Mike and Cody, my brother, in a group chat about this. Something about the Adam Sandler comedies, they worked really, really well when they came out in the early 90s. Like when his early part of his career was lightning in a bottle. But ever since then, it's like they're always chasing this magic that happened when they made those movies back in the day, and they just don't work anymore. I don't know what it is. And again, I'm not against the idea, and I understand that people grow up and that's what it is. But it's like for some reason, all these movies have these movies that are like sequels to popular comedies in the 90s, or they always have to have like, well, now he's got a family, now he's got a daughter, now he's got some sons, he's got to go out there and fix things, and he's got to be the good dad that he always should have been. It's like, I've seen this shit a million fucking times. It doesn't always have to be that way. You could make a movie like Kevin Costner, and I know it's not a sequel, but a Kevin Costner movie like Tin Cup, where he's like, he used to be an instructor, and now he's like a kind of drunk that hangs out in the trailer, and he used to be a glory hound, and he has to come back and get in shape and go back out there and win the They could do something like that. It doesn't always have to be a family man that he is. He has to go out there and fucking bust some heads so his daughter can go to ballerina school.
Yeah, it was low-hanging fruit. I mean, that was all low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, it works sometimes, and I'm not against the idea. I just feel like it's a trope that all these sequel comedies are doing nowadays. Like, especially these older comedies that they're making sequel. I just don't know why they do that.
I've almost never been more confused about my feelings about a movie in my life. Like, everything about this was just such trash filmmaking. Like, everything was fucking, it was an ass movie. I mean, it was a turd fucking movie, dude. It really was. That being said, there was fucking probably, I would say 15 times when I laughed really hard. And like, also, there were short laughs. I was like, okay. But then, like, in the next scene, they would have some podcasters trying to be funny, and it was fucking cringe bad.
Dude, like, there was a lot of cringy moments in here. It was about as cringy as when I was single and I was trying to hit on girls. It was bad, dude. It's like, holy shit, my face was more red than it is now when I was doing that. But anyway, yeah, like the whole parts with Shooter McGavin, they're fine. That he's in an insane asylum and he gets bailed out. And he's trying to come to the rescue. But yeah, the cringy parts are when he's like, he's got to team up with Happy Gilmore. And then they're like, oh, Shooter McGavin will take it. I don't know. And I got to be honest with you, man. What's his name? Haley Joel Osment. That dude's not funny. That dude's not funny. He looks like fucking Al Borland from Home Improvement. He's not funny.
He kind of makes for a good bad guy, though. He's pretty,
but he's not even a good, like, he's a good actor. I think that guy is an incredible actor. But as far as comedy, you can't squeeze comedy through that dude. Like, I just, he doesn't, it comes off as cringy and forced.
That's good. That's a really good way to put that. Yeah. No,
I mean, and again, I'm not taking anything away from that dude's acting ability. Obviously, he's a great actor, and he's a great voice actor. He did Sora in the Kingdom Hearts series, but at the same time, he's not a comedic actor. He just is not.
No, and dude, the Safdie guy, I feel like was the worst of it, the absolute worst of it.
You
like,
want
every time he was on screen, I was just like, oh,
you want breadstick? You want breadstick?
But like, no, yeah, the extreme golf dude, like, just fucking.
Oh, that's a different guy. Yeah, I was talking about the caddy.
No. He actually, dude, I
liked him.
What's crazy, dude? What's fucking crazy about this is the characters that weren't cameos, that weren't just, hey, let's put this famous person in the movie.
Yeah.
That they added in, that they brought, were the funniest part of the whole fucking movie. Everybody they brought back just for a laugh, not that great. All the cameos are fucking garbage juice, except for Eminem, in my opinion. I thought he was actually really funny. And
Detroit.
It was so stupid, it made me laugh. I thought it was funny, especially when the guy was like, he was like, my hands are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. But no, dude, like the people they added in as new people who weren't there before, like the caddy, and dude, I think the star character was the caddy's cousin or whatever that like took the security guard's hat. I was like,
that guy was funny. I also do. I gotta be. I think, and I kind of maybe remember watching a documentary on this dude. I thought he was an actor, but he's actually a legit professional golfer. He was the bad boy of golf, Tim Daly, like the guy that he was hanging out in his garage. That dude,
John Daly. John, he was the best part.
He goes, "What you doing on the computer?"
Dude, that made me laugh too.
I was like, good. Yeah, and then he's like, dude, that guy, as far as like not being a comedic actor, was like hilarious. I loved every time he was on screen. I was like, man, I wish he was like the fucking caddy for Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Dude, I was shocked at how funny fucking John Daly was. So I don't know if you know this, but John Daly's, dude, he's a real golfer, and he's fucking alcoholic, dude.
No, like, I know, and he smokes cigarettes. That's the documentary I watched. He was like the bad boy of golf.
Yeah, dude, he's basically Happy Gilmore in real life, kind of, in so many ways. Dude, he was next door. He was at the Kroger over here selling his golf drink, like daily, whatever.
Oh, dude,
but
I heard
He was
about
really
you on the
funny.
computer. I seen it. I think you ordered. Called it the computer. I don't know why.
That was the funniest
It
part
was
of
so
the
fucking
movie,
funny.
dude.
Yeah, and then I did laugh at the part where at the beginning when Happy Gilmore is trying to get back in the saddle. By the way, this is a spoiler. So as you know, like Virginia, his wife, they had 4 boys and 1 girl. And Virginia gets killed by an out of control putt or some shit while Happy Gilmore was racking up the wins in the tournament. Now she's dead and gone. Now he's a single dad. He got really into alcohol and he's drinking flasks everywhere, which is kind of funny. So like everything was a flask, which sometimes it was funny. And then sometimes I was like, all right, man, come on.
They
And
pushed
then,
it too far.
Yeah, he starts working at the convenience store. He eventually he gets back on the circuit, but he has to go through training and sobriety to get there. And I did laugh at the part where he like was trying to disguise himself and he's on the golf course and he like hits the ball and the guy's like, I think that guy's, I don't know who that one guy with the afro is. I've seen him in some other comedies. But he's like, did you find your ball yet? He's like, no, I just love like walking around fucking poison ivy, you dipshit. I thought that was parts of that was right. And you said it right in that group chat. Why the fuck are they censoring the cursing? Like they would do cuts all the time.
That would have been the funniest part of the fucking movie when he starts to get drunk playing with that threesome or whatever. Yeah. And he's like, you ball licking, and then they would cut it off. It's like, dude, what are we, children? Like, we're not kids, man. Just let him fucking say the curse words. And then dude, I think that actually was the first. That was when I kind of let go of the rope and said, fuck this movie a little bit. When he went and tried to golf with that threesome, and we had to stand there and watch these people who we don't know and don't give a fuck. They're probably podcasters or TikTokers. I know that one guy with the hair. I've seen
the afro. Yeah, he's like, I think he does sketch comedy.
Yeah, but he's not funny. Like, he's just not funny. And every time they would hit a shot, they'd be like, whoop, whoop. And we'd have to watch them dance for like 20 seconds. And it was 20 seconds too long. And I'm like, what are we doing, man? Yeah. Like, are we trying to go after Gen Z? Is that why we're doing all the podcast stuff? Why don't you just make a movie for the people who like Happy Gilmore? Is that so hard to ask? Like, why are we doing all this shit?
Yeah, well, they had to do the family thing and add that in. I don't know. They layered it with too much shit, I think. I like Happy Gilmore to me wasn't like, yeah, the whole first movie was about him trying to save his grandma's house. I mean, we get that, but adding in all the extra shit where he has to be a lovable father now, and that, come on, guys, I don't know. I just got bored of that shit after a while, and I'm like, just get back to the good stuff. I want that good shit, and then it kind of happened, and then it didn't happen. And I got to be honest with you too, Ben Stiller. I love Ben Stiller, and I think he's a great character in Happy Gilmore. Yeah, but for whatever reason, it does not work in this one. When he came back as the dude, he's like, "You're in my world now." Like, I was like, that joke is played. It's played out like a motherfucker. And here's the thing about why he worked. I've thought about this. So the reason why that character worked in Happy Gilmore 1 is he didn't have a backstory. You didn't have to know about all this other shit that he is. That's what made him funny. He just was a dude that was an asshole that worked at the nursing home. It was little bits of it that he didn't need all this extra exposition. That takes away from what's funny about it.
Dude, and when they would when they would go back, and I think there's 2 things that are the worst parts. And one was the cameos and the forced cameos that were just so cringy. 2 was the callbacks. Like some callbacks is fine. Like some of them were good. And it was like, oh, it's cool to see that guy again or whatever. But dude, some of them were so cringy. Like dude, when you have to actually show the clip from the original movie, so that people watching know who you're talking about. It's like, man, we can't even ask people to watch one movie before they watch the sequel. We have to show who this person is. It was like, get the fuck out of here. Even in the end, dude, I was like, well, we got to have the scene where someone's running away.
Dude, so I said the same thing, and I was watching it too, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, again, it was a played out joke.
Why would he steal his chip? That doesn't.
Yeah, it made sense. Yeah, it was just some like, and it's like some lowbrow shit that it's like, I don't know, well, because at the end of the first movie they did that with the gold jacket. We got to throw it. Why? Yeah. That made sense about that one. But yeah, no, and Shooter McGavin, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think
he started bad, but he got good by the end.
I gave it a 6.5 because there were parts that I genuinely liked, and there were some actors and scenes that I actually genuinely liked overall. But I told April, because she loves Adam Sandler, she was watching, and I was like, I'll never watch this movie again. I swear to God. Yeah. I'll watch Happy Gilmore, and then I'll just never watch Happy Gilmore 2. Like, it's better than like Super Troopers 2 or Dumb and Dumber 2 and all that shit.
I take Dumb and Dumber 2 over this.
I would not. I would not. Because they just, you know what the thing about Dumb and Dumber 2, they also did the storyline with the daughter shit too. Or like he has a kid or something. Yeah. Again, that goes back to the same trope that they keep doing. And I don't know why it is. Like, it's like, well, they're vulgar humor, so they have to have like this balancing act where they're Family Guys now. I'm like, all right, get over that shit. It don't work for me. Like, not all of them have to do that.
No, I get what you're saying. I think it does work for Happy Gilmore, though, just because it should have worked for Happy Gilmore. Like, the storyline worked. Like, it was a little emotional a couple times that actually got, as stupid as it was, it still got me a couple times because he was overcoming everything. But, like, also, dude, his kids weren't funny. Like the whole
hockey
joke
guys?
with his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids weren't funny at all. Like that was just dumb. Like had they been funny, it would have worked really well. But like
See,
they weren't
like
funny.
there are certain movies that I think it would work really well. I mean, Happy Gilmore is I just didn't buy into it as far as like the family stuff. I think it would work for a Big Daddy sequel for sure. Like I think you could do that all day long and that would work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like at the end of the day, I won't ever watch this movie again. I don't. For some reason it's like really hard for these. They were a product at their time when those movies came out. They were 90s classics for a reason. They worked then, and I feel like you can still pop those in and still have a good time watching them. But when you try to make a sequel to those, it just fails. Usually it fails always.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because of sensibilities or it's because they don't want to pull the trigger on certain things and they don't want to get in trouble by saying doing certain things, or if it's just because they don't have it anymore. I don't know what it is.
Well, yeah, I think, dude, it's weird because like I actually think the story for this could have worked had they not tried to do whatever weird thing Netflix was doing with all the cameos and like the callbacks and shit like
Dude,
that.
one of the worst.
It didn't feel like a movie. It didn't feel like a movie. It felt like a fucking formulated in a bottle thing that because Adam Sandler is just so funny, sometimes he managed to break through the corporate bullshit and make you laugh. But other than that, it was a capsule of fucking corporate.
Yeah, it was like a Hollywood Square and nothing happens. Hollywood Squares and nothing happens. But here's the one of the most egregious like cameos and like literally, that guy must have just been like going and doing a music video somewhere else. And like, hey, you want to be in this movie real quick? Just sit over there. Post Malone. What the fuck was he doing there? Like he added nothing. I like Post Malone. Dude. Don't get me wrong. By the way, I think Post Malone's fine. I think he's all right. I watched his interviews with I don't think
he's a bad guy.
I think he's all right, but I don't like his music necessarily. But yeah, he just sat there and he did like a stupid thing, and then it was okay. But I feel like it is a corporate strategy. It's like, well, we got to get all these cameos in here so more people would tune in. If you say Eminem or Post Malone's going to be in the movie, they're like, oh, I got to check that out because there might be people that aren't going to rely on nostalgia to go check it out and watch it.
It's like Netflix with Raw, how they do Raw, and they have to take 20 minutes out of every episode to show how many famous people are here. It's like, dude, it's so bad. Like, I mean, it's kind of sad, actually. It's kind of sad they're not allowed to just make a movie. They can't just make a good movie. Like, it's not and dude, there's a thing going on. Like when you go to your parents' house and like they have motion smoothing on their TV, right? I've seen people talk about this online. They have motion smoothing on these TVs and everything looks so fake and terrible. The entire movie looked like that. The entire movie had this, dude, it was one of the most ugly cinematic films I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. It was like a fan film. Like a lot of it was like a fucking Happy Gilmore fan film. And just because they actually have Adam Sandler there and they actually have every fourth comedian was actually funny, it still managed to be funny, but it had no right to be funny at all. It should have been the worst movie of all time, but just the pure talent involved at times made you laugh. But still, it's an embarrassing piece of film. That's for sure.
It's like I will say it's one of the better Adam Sandler comedies I've seen in a minute. I will say that. It's been a minute since I don't even like Hoobie Halloween. I don't like Hoobie Halloween. I got bored of that shit. I don't like when he does the voices stuff. The last time it worked for me was Don't Mess with the Zohan. I thought that shit was funny as fuck. I thought he was great in that. But like Little Nicky, I know it's sacrilege for a lot of people. I hated fucking Little Nicky. I can't stand that fucking lispy. What are you saying, Dan? God damn it. Just fix it. Fix it. But I did enjoy this one. But again, I also haven't seen a lot of other Adam Sandler. Like I haven't seen that one where he's the gym cutter or whatever. What's that one on Netflix where he cuts like diamonds or gems?
Oh, Uncut Gems is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. So
yeah, that's a great movie. And that the guy who was the super cool league golfer with the bad breath, he's one of the guys that directed those movies. He's an amazing, talented guy, but he was fucking terrible in this whole movie. And every time he came on screen, I wanted to punch my screen. But
you know what's really terrible? I gotta pee really bad. I've got to go. I've got to pee.
Enjoy your tinkle. Enjoy it. But no, like honest to God, what I don't understand, man, is that like they couldn't just be allowed to just make a movie. Like this was a glorified cameo fan film to that had all the original people come back to do it. Like, do you know if you like took it this is how I'd put it. If they just took the stupid down from 150% to like 80%, it could have been good. Because like honest to God, like some of the sad shit got me. I actually was rooting for him. I was rooting for him to fix his family. I was rooting for him to overcome the alcoholism. I hated that they killed his wife in the beginning. I was like, it's not just that I'm mad that they just killed his wife off like that, but it's actually just depressing as fuck. Like you just depressed the shit out of me to start this fucking movie. But none of it felt natural. Like none of it felt natural at all. It all felt like a corporate slosh, a fucking just dog shit corporate slosh. And Travis Kelce, oh my fucking god, you could literally watch the screenwriters go, how the fuck do we get this completely non-funny, non-charismatic son of a bitch some parts so that the Swifties will fucking tune in? And it was so embarrassing to watch. Like that shit was so awful. And then they would bring in some guy you've never seen before, the waiter or his cousin, and they'd be funny as shit. There's people that worked on this fucking movie that know how to make comedy work. And they every once in a while will be like, all right, trot out this guy who we don't know and let him actually make the people at home watching laugh. But you only have 2 minutes because we got to get Kelsey in here and we got to get fucking this guy in here and we got to get this podcast in here or whatever. Like fucking awful. Like absolutely fucking trash. Like the movie was literally a fucking ride. It was like, oh God, I can't believe. Oh, that's so fucking stupid. They can't even curse now. Like it was just, I've never been jostled so hard by a fucking movie in my life because there's really funny people working on this that you can since have not gotten the chance to work in Hollywood in a while. Like, because they're old and nobody gives a fuck. And every once in a while, they would force their way into the script and be really fucking funny and you would laugh. And then we got to watch 10 minutes of a bunch of fucking retards running around sticking their fingers in their asses. Like, I'm baffled by how confused I was by this movie. It was like a bumper ride. I didn't expect much either, Iron Wolf. I didn't. Like, I thought it was going to be terrible. I didn't think they were going to go as stupid as they did. I'm actually pleasantly surprised they made it as dumb as they did. I thought it was going to be all super nostalgic, sad shit the entire time. So I am impressed they made it as stupid as they did. But yeah, whenever they did callbacks to characters that they weren't exact callbacks from the original, those characters were funny. But other than that, it was bad. I think it's a 4 for me, honestly, out of 10.
Yeah, I got a 6.5, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Not very good. Not a strong outpouring. He may not win the Gold Cup, but he's in our hearts.
I did like Shooter in the first half. I thought was dumb as shit, but Shooter in the second half, that guy was just so funny. He overcame when he threw the coffee in that guy's face and then ran outside screaming. I was cracking up pretty good. Like that was funny. But
dude, that guy they cast to play the Mr. Larson's son looks just fucking like him. I didn't know that was an actual basketball player. I looked him up and I was like, holy shit, that's a legit basketball player.
Dude, that guy's hilarious too.
Yeah.
He played for the Mavericks when Luka was there. He's actually funny.
I mean, he's not Larry Bird, but he's still good.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, give us your rating. Give us your rating for Happy Gilmore 2. I was actually surprised that it got me emotional a couple times, though. It caught me in the field.
Yeah, it's if you have family and stuff like that, like kids, and maybe it does. Maybe it works on you. For me, it didn't work. It's like I have a dog. So if there was a dog in dire need of like a new doghouse, maybe I'd be a little bit more like sad.
Yeah, I think it jumped from like a 1 to like an 8, like 20 times for me. Like it was like, this is fucking awful to I'm laughing. And I never laugh at movies these days. So it was a really weird feeling, dude. I felt like I was riding the goddamn Son of Beast with my neck getting jerked around fucking everywhere the entire film.
Yeah. And I again, Haley Joel Osment was awful in that. Like he's such a bad comedic actor.
And that storyline was really fucking dumb.
Oh yeah. Well, they had to like snip the ligaments to make them like, and I was like, what the fuck is this stupid shit?
So dumb. And then the whole third act when they were like doing that super hardcore extreme golf tournament, I was like, this is so fucking stupid, dude. And also one more thing, by the way, another annoying thing that they did was they tried to put golfers in the movie. So you're talking about, and I got nothing against golf.
Oh yeah.
Golfing, but you're talking about probably the most boring people on the planet. They're talented golfers or whatever, but golfers are not where you go when you want a personality for a comedy. And then we've got to watch these fucking white, rich golfers try to pretend that they're fun, cool, down-to-earth guys. And it was just awkward as fuck every time they tried to make the like golfers funny, except for when they put Scotty Scheffler in jail. That was funny.
Yeah,
but apart from that, they were terrible. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of 4s and 5s I'm seeing. 6. There's some gave it a 7. -10 for Roy. 6, 4.1, 0 out of 10.
Oh, you know what? You guys are being honest though. Thank God you guys are being honest, because there's a lot of like I saw this thumbnail on a YouTube video where like the unneeded and gross praise that this movie is getting online is insane. Like is it really? Yeah, dude. There's like articles that are coming out like best of the best, better than the first. I mean, there's like it's being way, yeah, dude. I swear to God, it's like being hyped up beyond hype. I don't know why.
Dude, you should never be allowed to review a movie again if you say this is original better than the first movie.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Ever.
You know, because it's like Post Malone's agents, like my client's in it. So
I did laugh at the Eminem cameo, dude. I did, because he was making fun of himself so hard. He's like, "I'm very good at fighting." They were ripping him up and beating his ass. I got to give Eminem credit for making fun of himself.
Detroit. Like, I don't even think that was in the script. You just said that.
Yeah, probably. What would you give the original Happy Gilmore? I think it's a 10 for me.
Oh yeah, that's like a 10. Well, yeah, I think all of like, I mean, Billy Madison's a 10, Happy Gilmore's a 10, Big Daddy's like close to a 10 for me.
Yeah,
Little Nicky's dog shit. Waterboy is up there as like a high 9, low 8.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, dude. Like, it was weird. I used to shit really hard on all the Adam Sandler stuff he's been doing over the past 10 or 15 years. And then I think it was during COVID, I was just bored. And I started going back and watching like Little Missy and like all the Happy Madison production films that I'd not been watching, like Just Go With It and all that stuff. And I'll honestly say, dude, like I was wrong. Like, as corny and dumb and shitty movies as they are, those movies are actually really fun to go back and watch, because it's like it kind of reminds you of how movies used to be. So I really enjoy like Little Missy and those movies like that. I do. They're not good, but
I wish I had like trimmed up my beard, because every time I drink now, it's gonna look like I blew 3 guys in the bathroom because I got this foam stuck to my beard lips.
Maybe but, I am.
But anyway, yeah, you know, one of my favorite is it Happy Madison Productions. Like, I guess that's who puts on all of his, like, he's the guy that produces them. Yeah, my favorite, and I know people will be like, that's sacrilege, but it's Grandma's Boy. That's my favorite Happy Madison production. I fucking love Grandma's Boy. And now, after watching Happy Gilmore 2, I never want to see a sequel to Grandma's Boy. Because for years, I'd be like, I'd love to see a Grandma's Boy 2. I'm like, fuck that. If they're going to handle it like the way they handled Happy Gilmore, Super Troopers 2, I was like, that movie relies on its vulgarity to succeed, and that whole movie would be dog shit crazy bad, I think, with all the with what they were trying to force into it. It wouldn't work.
Cheney, please sit on my face. So I was that's what I was going to say. For fans of comedy who were hoping that Happy Gilmore 2 would give us that squeeze that we've so needed to be squeezed for so long, I will say that what I'm hearing about what comes out on Thursday, the Naked Gun reboot, is apparently fucking absolutely hilarious.
Hopefully, I'm hoping.
Dude, I haven't seen a single person that saw that movie that didn't say it's like an hour and 25 minutes long.
That's great.
And everybody says it's the funniest movie they've seen in fucking years. So I think comedy might be back with Naked Gun. They might actually pull that shit off.
You want to jump in some chats of Super a little bit?
Yeah, I gotta get me a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. See you soon. Michael, hey, you just now became a YouTube member? Michael, that's fine. I don't hold it against you, but welcome. Appreciate you. We have a Gabagoo 3733 says, you see film channels go deep into what the fuck? Are you stroking night? You're not Gabagoo, you're nighttime. You see film channels go deep into Loomis rated NC-17. You fucking drunk when you wrote that? I don't know what that is. Hey, you're a member for 12 months. Oh, you re-upped it. Thank you, Michael. I enjoyed Fantastic Four better than expected. 8 out of 10. I agree. I think I'm the same way. I did not expect it to be as good as it was. I obviously had some problems with it and some drawbacks, especially how they treated Galactus specifically. I mean, again, they didn't like completely ruin the character, but I feel like they could have done more with that character, and they kind of made him a little bit too nerfed. But yeah, still good movie. Pie to the Sky says Galactus was treated like a feral cat. Pretty accurate. I can't get into the details of that, but that's not too bad. But thank you, Pie to the Sky. We also have Beep Bop Boop says it's a shame we didn't get the version with Chubbs. It's a shame we didn't get the version with Chubbs. Oh yeah, well, Carl, are you saying that if Carl Weathers hadn't passed away, what would have happened? I think that would have been incredible.
That was another annoying thing, dude. Like, you didn't have to go get his son. Like, you could have just like
what was it? Slim, I think his name was. Yeah, it's like, because he's fat and his name is Slim, and Chubbs wasn't fat, and they called him Chubbs.
Why do we have to force it in? You know?
Yeah. We have Gothel 8892 says Happy Gilmore solid 6 out of 10. Jay, do you get touchy with Mike to relieve your anxiety like Pedro all the time? all the time. I also let him stroke my ear and say it's only because I'm having a panic attack. And I'm like, maybe you can blow me later because I'm really having it tonight, and it works.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
Except for I'm in his mouth when he does it, so it sounds more like.
Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna get because obviously there's some people I don't want to get into that. That's like getting into the weeds about Pedro Pascal, but because we had that kind of conversation last stream, and apparently some people don't like. I don't know. It just. It's weird, dude. All I'm saying is like the off-screen antics. It's weird. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
She is in a relationship.
She's engaged too.
She's pregnant
with sperm.
That's not your baby, Pedro. Keep fingers out.
Well, we showed anyway. Yeah, it's weird. Alpha Reaper 1420 says, "Hey, Mike and Jay, you guys rock. If I send a video doing it, I won't. But Michael, suck that nut dry. I won't be doing that."
I don't know what that is, but I'll do it. Send it. Send it. The PO box is below.
It's a hot peanut. Salt peanuts. It's fucking. It's. I think it's on the same level as the hot chip challenge.
I will not do that.
I don't know if you should do it, dude. Because I might want to wind up. I swear to God, dude. When you told me that story about what happened to you after you did the hot chip challenge, dude, that image popped in my fucking brain and it didn't leave for a week because I could just imagine you sitting in the fucking toilet butt naked in the dark and like crying.
If you guys don't know, we did the hot pocky challenge on a live stream, and I texted Jay at like 3:00 in the morning. I went to bed drunk because we did the stream or whatever, and then woke up at 3:00 in the morning, and dude, it was like Thor was punching me in the asshole, and I waddled to the bathroom, and literally I got so hot I had to take off all my clothes. Yeah. And I thought I was gonna puke, so I was holding so I was butt naked on a toilet, holding a trash can, shitting and like heaving, and like I thought I was gonna die. I thought that was the end.
Dude, it just reminded me,
bro.
I don't know. It's like, dude, my shit was so hot, I literally bounced out of my fucking boxers and was sitting on a toilet, butt naked. It just like I don't know why, but it reminded me of like Kyle Reese and Terminator coming through time, butt naked, and he's laying, and he's like, Terminators don't bleed. But I do. Like, I don't know why.
It looked like that, but it didn't smell like that.
Yeah. Oh, man. That shit's so funny to me. We have Cody Goods. Thank you so much. Says, Slenderman wasn't invited to Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah.
Says, yes, me was not in that, but me turned down the invitation as well because me was so busy with making Subway sandwiches. So me not going to go. Beep Bob Boop also says, thoughts on Eddie Murphy and Pink Panther reboot. I didn't know he was going to be in the Pink Panther reboot.
Was Pink Panther ever funny?
Yeah, I mean, Pink Panther was good. I don't know. I hope it's good, man. I mean, Eddie Murphy still got some gas left in the tank. I'd like to see him do some good comedies, but I'm fine with him being in the Pink Panther reboot. So yeah,
I do think I think you're right. Eddie Murphy could still be funny.
Yeah. We say Jesus. Oh, this is Stu Corbett. Jesus! I looked up at the screen and saw a giant fleshy thing flopping around on Jay's screen. Thought he was reenacting 28 weeks later.
That was back when we were talking about how red you were. That was earlier.
I know. Apparently, I'm dying. I don't know, Stu. I don't know.
It's just a tan. It's a tan. We confirmed this. Don't worry.
It's something bad, but thank you, Stu, for pointing that out. Edward Santiago 3296 says Galactus had other heralds. Imagine if they went Thor, Herald of Thunder. Hi, Mike. Hi, Jay. No, he did. He had Firestorm or Fire Lord. You're right. He had other heralds. And I mean, and Shala Bal was a herald of Galactus in a comic book or two. In the entirety of Fantastic Four, for sure. I'm just saying the most recognizable herald is Silver Surfer.
Every time you say herald, I think of harem, and like Superman is like, he's starting a harem. That's all I can think.
I thought you're just like, I'm thinking of Herald.
Hey, we got 321 people in here. Welcome, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate all of you.
At one point, it popped up to 360, and then they all left. They saw a red face. I'm like, oh, that guy's gonna die. We gotta get out of here. But anyway, yeah. We also have Michael Parton saying Chris Evans is still my favorite Johnny Storm and is still one of my childhood boy crushes. Yeah, he's a good looking dude. He was he nailed it. He nailed Johnny Storm 100%. I think he was. I know that's kind of controversial, but is he a better Human Torch than he is a Captain America? I think he is. I'm not gonna lie. I think he actually nails the part of Johnny Storm better than Captain America. Now, not to say that he doesn't do a fantastical job with Captain America, but at the end of the day, I think he's a better Human Torch.
I agree, dude. And also, like, way better than this Human Torch. And also, If you want a good Chris Evans movie to watch, The Gray Man I thought was actually underrated, but also watch a movie called Puncture, Michael. It's called Puncture. It's about the AIDS pandemic, and it's about specifically needles, and that's all I can actually remember, but it was really good. Jay and I reviewed that like 10,000 years ago.
Yeah, it was really
movie.
good. Really good. We have also, but thank you, Michael says, Tim Burns says, Jay, there is someone standing behind you. No. That's just called death.
It's student loans.
Oh, yeah, that's also there too. See, it's actually death holding a stack of student loan papers. I'll see you soon. We have, but appreciate you, Tim Burns. Austin says, Thing should have sounded super Brooklyn. Human Torch should have fisted the butt and said fire in the hole. And Sandler should stop resting on his laurels. Hey, man, that's a lot of information, and you just nailed all three things. I think you're right. I think I think the Thing did sound decently enough Brooklynish, but I'm not from New York, so I don't know. But I feel like the accent was all right. And then Human Torch, I fisting the butt. I mean, in certain circles, sure, why not? Just fist that ass.
He fisted my butt when I ate that Packy chip.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that.
But as far as
top of the mountain,
well, as far as Sandler should stop resting on his laurels, I mean, he would, but he has to keep giving his friends jobs. So it's like, I mean, he is like bankrolling his entire friends.
By the way, do you ever? I meant to ask you, did April like it? She's like the world's biggest Adam Sandler fan.
She loved it. I mean, yeah, she loved it. But I mean, she can. Well, dude, she likes everything Adam Sandler does. It doesn't matter. I'm like, well, whatever. Yeah. Why don't you just fucking go Pedro Pascal with him? You nasty ass. Here we go. Anthony Visco. By the way, thank you, Austin. Anthony Visco says Pedro Pascal versus Willem Dafoe. Who wins in a fist fight?
You stop being so handsome by the pool with all your tattoos, you fucking dick.
Mm-hmm.
Stop making us look bad.
Yeah, he looks like he's on a cover of like a punk rock band in the early 90s. And he's like, I don't care about anything. I'm just laying out in a pool.
Good Charlotte.
But as far as a fist fight goes, Willem Dafoe would whip that ass. Pedro Pascal he's a bougie bitch. He would not have a chance. Okay.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe wins that one, hands down. Crazy
Pascal
Saint
may be in better shape, but like I feel like the crazy of
Willem Dafoe didn't like him like caressing his wife's face at the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He's like, what the fuck? And Pedro was like, oh, it's okay, don't worry,
dude. Crazy trumps good shape any day of the week.
Yeah. Crazy Saint says, thank you, by the way. He says, hey, bromigos, or hi, bromigos. Feig already said that Secret Wars will reset the MCU with characters like Cap, etc., being recast, but that this cast of F4 would stay canon. How do you feel about that going forward? I mean, I feel like that's the only way they can go forward. I never expected them not to replace those characters in some capacity or another. You can't have the Marvel Universe like in the future without Captain America, Iron Man, Black Panther, Hawkeye. You got to have those guys. Those are like mainstay dudes. So I'm not like shocked at it.
But also, dude, like you got X-Men. Like you have X-Men that are just now entering. Like I feel like this would be a really good time to spend 10 years really making the X-Men your focal point. Yeah. And also what you do in Fantastic Four and do something cool there. I don't think they have to rush to recast those characters.
Well, here's the thing. I personally would not have gone out of my way to make Fantastic Four the meat and potatoes of the new phase of Marvel. I would have focused my efforts on bringing X-Men to life and done all of that first and then putting a Fantastic. But everybody wants to see the Fantastic Four back, which I agree with, but it's whatever. But as far as like having them recast Cap and all those guys, that's fine. You have to. I feel like what they need to do is they need to do this, the multiverse shit, restart everything and then stop with the multiverse shit for a long fucking time. Stop doing the alternate realities, the dimensional doorways, and the butt crack of Loki that might have the secrets to time. Let's just stop and focus on the future for a minute. I feel like that's what you should do, but we'll see.
Yeah. Can I be honest about something, by the way? Speaking of Loki, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. The Life of Chuck, right? It's a movie that came out starring Tom Holland. It's based on a Stephen King book. It's done by Mike Flanagan. All the reviews are fantastic. I just have to come clean and be honest with myself for a second. I fucking hate it. I didn't watch it. I'm not going to fucking watch it. The Life of Chuck, because here's why. Every single time I see a clip from that movie or a still from that movie, he's fucking dancing and he's doing it. And I get the same exact vibe that I got from the Ellen show when everybody loved that shit. When she came out dancing and shit and walking down, I'm like, who does this bitch think she is? And that's how I'm like, stop fucking dancing whimsically. We don't want to watch you dance, lady.
Don't be a woman in his world. That's what I'm talking about. Tell it.
Don't dance.
Yeah, don't dance.
Stop dancing.
Just shut your mouth.
Yeah. I hate dancing.
Gabagoo. Thank you so much. Says Kill Bill Volume 1 is the best fight movie ever seen, with a tiny woman chopping over 100 dudes up. at the same time. Do not dare call Kill Bill girl boss.
That's
true. But yeah, but that like, was. I feel like that movie. Cool. That movie's a totally different type of conversation as far as like what Kill Bill was, Volume 1 and Volume 2, versus like what. And I feel like when they say girl boss, they don't mean it in the way that just because it's a girl with power, powers, or she's a leader. That you could go back and have that conversation with Linda Hamilton and Sigourney Weaver. Those were awesome. Everybody universally across the board agree those are badass bitches and nobody fucks with them. I feel like what happens is when they talk about girl bosses is when they're the Susie Q's that just have all the answers and no matter what, they're perfect and they do the perfect thing all the time. And the men are dumb around them and they solve problems without any kind of issue. Like that
sounds like you're talking about Blumhouse's Black Christmas.
No, when it's just force fed into a movie, like I gotta be honest, it's like Brie Larson and Captain Marvel. That's what the people I think are referring to when they talk about girl boss and how dumb it is. But anyway. But it's totally not on Uma Thurman and the Kill Bill shit. Michael Parton says worst thing Pedro did was Maxwell Lord in Wonder Woman 84. I forgot he was in that.
Fuck, I forgot he was in that too. I forgot that entire movie, to be honest with you. And Jay and I liked it.
Yeah, we were like one of the few people. I think we like that. Yeah, I think we like that better than Wonder Woman 1. And I was like, and that's why we haven't reached 200,000 subscribers because we like that. For some reason, we're like, what the fuck? These
sometimes we get on the same
Wonder Woman 80. Yeah.
Sometimes Jay and I get on the same stupid wavelength and we're wrong. It's okay. It's fine.
Hey, you know what? That movie might suck, but for whatever reason, I was more entertained by it than Wonder Woman 1. I don't know why. Maybe because I was stupid. I had Michael Bay brain on, and I'm like, hey, man, it's a lot of explosions and it's kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, also, like, it was during COVID, right? It was during COVID, so we were lacking entertainment. And also, I feel like maybe you guys were right because I don't think either of us have ever gone out of our way to rewatch Wonder Woman 1984.
I haven't watched Wonder Woman, the first one, since I saw it.
I thought you were going to say I didn't watch it when we reviewed it.
I might have been drunk. I might not have watched that either. I don't know. But thank you, Michael. Then we have Crazy Saint saying HG2. Happy Gilmore 2. I had very low expectations going in, thinking it would be trash, which it was, but yet still pleasantly surprised. Not amazing, but it was heartfelt. Enjoyably-ish. Jay, leave Pedro alone. See what I'm talking about, dude? I'm not attacking the guy as an actor. Come on, dude. All I'm saying is, like, as an outside observer, as a dude, you can't see what he does with his very attractive co-stars, the caressing of the faces and the rubbing of the bodies sometimes, and then it's like, hey, leave me the fuck alone. I have anxiety. I swear to God, I'll have a panic attack right now and grab the nearest tits. I swear to God.
Dude, I think it's perfectly fine and okay as a society to be like, hey, you shouldn't put your hands on the pregnant woman of another man's baby. I think that's okay. I think that there's nothing wrong with saying that. Hey, man, I think, and it's on her as much as it is him. Stop touching each other in public. I'm sure her boyfriend does not feel comfortable with that.
Her fiance. Well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, like, and I talked about this in the last stream, and it's not just me. Mike agrees with me. What the fuck? Don't single me out. But okay, fine. Here's the thing. We both have anxiety. But if I were in a movie, right, and I was like, I have anxiety, and I'd be like, I might tell a co-star, male or female, whoever might be out there near me, I'd be like, hey, man, just so you know, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of a little nervous. I drank a little something, so hopefully that chills me out a little bit. But if I lean on you, something like a bro hug or like kind of put my arm, like, like up on your shoulder, it's not like I'm not being weird. I'm just like, I need to stabilize.
Like, you're not like, I'm going to motorboat your butt while we're live on stage.
Yeah. I'm not going to like open your fucking cheeks up like a salad bar and go to town. But yeah, so I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but personally,
like salad bar.
We both have had anxiety, and usually it's coping mechanisms that you learn. You learn, how to deal with it, or you drink a little bit. Sometimes that works, or you take medication.
That's also not anxiety, dude. When I get anxiety, I feel like I'm going to pass out or throw up. I'm not like, I need to touch some tits.
Yeah, and again, I'm not
way better when you're having a panic attack. Don't get me wrong. If you guys haven't tried that, try it. If you're having a panic attack, have some sex. It'll make you feel way better.
But he's not touched tits
right off.
We haven't seen him grope a girl or anything like that, or a woman on. He's never done that. But it's just a little odd, is all I'm saying. As an outside observer watching it, it's a little odd. Now, personally, it's nothing against him. Like, I think he's a great actor, and he did a great job in this movie. He did a great job. I'm not saying anything against it. But, I mean, you can't help but see it. It's like, that guy has no leg. Like, if a guy got invited to a party and he had, like, a steel leg, and they're like, hey, man, that guy's got no leg. Don't talk about it. I'm like, all right, well, I see it. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it, but it might come up in conversation.
Sid Ross, that's true. Alcohol works for panic attacks in the moment, but it makes it very worse the next day. Just to point that out. It's a slippery slope, my friend.
I mean, you listen, you have to learn coping mechanisms that don't involve like, hey girl, could you like rub my ear while we on the couch? Little kid.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I have to put my fingers in your girlfriend's mouth because I'm having an anxiety attack.
Yeah, it is what it is. But Robin Barker, thank you, by the way, Crazy Saint. Robin Barker says, killing Virginia at the start is just as bad as killing Becky at the start of Clerks 3. Not a bad point. It kind of ruins the end of the previous movie. Everything turns to shit afterward. HG2 was story by numbers. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Like, why do that? Like, I just don't understand. Like, there were so many different avenues that story could have taken. It would, dude. The story actually would have worked better if he fucked up in some way, and his wife and his kids were going to be put in like Section 8 house.
Well, what if they left him? What if they just left him and said, "Get your shit together. You're no good to be like a drunk asshole like you are."
It felt super cheap to kill her. Like it did. Like to do it that way, it felt super cheap. And also, by the way, I meant to mention this earlier. Did you notice how Happy Gilmore 2 looked at fucking Rocky 5 and said, "I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the fucking prototype from the worst goddamn Rocky movie and do that." Like, why would you do the Rocky 5 thing, man? That was fucking awful.
You know, it's funny. I actually just watched Rocky 5 like 3 weeks ago, and it's still, in my opinion, the worst Rocky movie. But I understand it a little bit better now watching it. But dude, the worst thing about that movie is the fact that you took everything from Rocky and then you made him poor again, and now he's like struggling, and his kid's wearing an earring, and he's smoking cigarettes out by the corner. Like, what the fuck is going on? Home team's a lie. Tommy Gunn's.
Let's make him a shitty dad. How about that?
But yeah, at the end of the day, you're right. But I think it works for Clerks 3, and I think the reason why it works for Clerks 3, and you're right though, in some ways, it's very similar to how they killed Virginia off. But it works because I feel like they want always to focus on the story of Dante and Randall and how their story has evolved. Like they're like best friends, brothers, or whatever. And they wanted to focus on that. So adding or keeping Becky in would just cause too much of a diversion of attention for the audience.
Yeah. I was okay with that one. Killing everyone off was a choice. But yeah.
We also have Anthony Fiscal. He says, watch
still looking sexy by the pool.
Watched Happy Gilmore 2, was happy nostalgia for 5 minutes, followed by deep depression, realizing I'm just getting old. Yeah, dude, that's true. Like, as people that grew up with the original Happy Gilmore and you watch it now, you're like, fuck, dude, these people. I can look at my own face and know that I'm getting old too. But you're like, these guys were like gods to you when you were younger. Like they were like immortal, like comedic gods. And now they're like all like saggy tits and like fucking gray in their beard. And they're like looking like they've had way too many cervezas over the years. And you're like, dude, holy shit.
Do you understand? Like, take a ride with me for a second, you guys. Do you understand how fucking amazing it would have been if instead of doing this Netflix super corporate garbage, they went out and they said, hey, we're all like, some of us are very rich, specifically Adam Sandler.
Yeah, dude, by the way, hold on, I don't mean to cut you off, but dude, like how rich he is, he's like $500 million fucking rich.
Right.
Like crazy amount.
You don't have to do the Netflix thing. You don't have to play the game. What if you and your friends just went out and made a sharp, funny, just you guys on the golf course, a tight story, a funny thing? You could have done a grown-ups idea with it, really, honestly. Like they could have gone out and gone to a fucking golf course and talked about what their lives are like now. It could have been like, it could have been so fucking like boiled down to just this group of people, and it could have been a fucking legendary film. And instead we get a fucking Pepsi commercial.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I feel like they could have definitely shrank down the world that they were trying to build. The world building was just insane. And that's what I think took away from the heart of the story, is that the first one just felt like it was a more grounded type of movie, and this one was way trying to be bigger than it was. By the way, I didn't mention this earlier. One of the other Adam Sandler films that I really loved, I think it was early 2000s, was Good Luck Chuck. That was fucking awesome. Awesome. Not Good Luck Chuck. Was that? No, not Good Luck Chuck.
Good Luck Chuck was Dane Cook.
Not that guy. No, the one where he was the guy that he wanted to be gay with the firefighter. They were firefighters. And
Chuck and Larry.
Chuck and Larry. I knew there was a Chuck in there. Yeah, Chuck and Larry. Yeah,
Benny's right. Click was good too. Click was emotional.
Click was awesome. Yeah, Click was really good. You have Gary saying, "Get ready for World War III, boys," because according to some people, finding Sydney Sweeney hot is repeating World War II. Yeah, dude. Oh my God, I saw that. That's fucking crazy. So Sydney Sweeney did this this ad for jeans. I don't know what it is. I'm so old. I'm like, Union Bay? No, it's not. I think it's Lee's or some shit like that.
American Eagle.
American Eagle. Oh God, she's so hot. So yeah, so she's talking about jeans, looking sexy, boobs squished out, whatever, all good times. normal stuff. Then all of a sudden, I see this shit popping up all over social media talking about how she's actually talking about genetics. She's talking about genes. This is Nazis. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You have smoked yourself retarded.
Let's, for research purposes, take a look at it and make sure that we're not wrong, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Why?
And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn.
Those look
Or
like comfortable
that they
jeans.
make your butt look amazing.
They do.
Those must be comfortable shoes.
But if
She
you said
must
that you
work
want
out.
to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you.
Okay.
But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has great jeans.
Oh,
See what
that's
I
it.
say?
That's it right there. When it says Sydney Sweeney has great genes, is what they've latched onto, right? And they've said that that's a Nazi thing because they're talking about genetics. Like you know how like Hitler was
Fucking
obsessed-
who the fuck watched that and thought Nazis?
Yeah.
Not me.
Fat purple-haired women that don't like men. Those are the watched it. Those goddamn walruses that sit on the fucking.
We gotta
beaches
stop
and hate everyone else.
overusing the term Nazis, Jay. We gotta stop doing it.
No,
it doesn't
dude,
mean what you people think it means.
I saw that
Okay.
shit. I was like, it looked like a standard ad by a hot chick, and then everybody came out of the woodwork with like fucking axes and shit, like burn it to the ground. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's literally a hot chick selling jeans. This shit happened all the time in the 90s.
called
and early
America.
2000s. Yeah, well, dude, like big, what the? And they're like, no, it's about genetics. It's like, Sydney Sweeney got genes. They're saying she's talking about eugenics. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Have you smoked yourself for?
That's what I said. Give
Like,
me the
what?
joint. It's laced with crack.
Nobody drink the beer. The beer's gone bad. Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. Like it's not like it is like fucking out of control. Like people are like literally there's like brigades of people that are like trying to get this shit taken down. I don't know if they want to apologize. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Some people need real struggle in their life. That's the thing. That I think, honest to God, that's what it comes down to. Some people, the messiest thing they've ever gone through in their entire life has been their own purse. Like some people just are desperate for some real human struggle to the point where they'll watch a Sydney Sweeney jean commercial and be like, "I'm being held back."
Yeah, dude. What
Like,
I think it is, I think it's people that are so desperate for attention, they have to say something edgelord or they have to say something so contrarian that it doesn't make any sense just to get that click on social media so that someone can, because their life is so fucking empty. Like, dude, there's so much shit going on in the world that you could worry about that actually matters, that you're worried about
Sri Lanka.
you're worried about a fucking jean commercial with a hot girl. If you don't buy the jeans. Maybe they suck. I don't know. I'm just saying,
I don't
like,
buy them either. I shop at Marshall's.
you know, that shit's expensive. American Eagle is expensive, but anyway, it's crazy. But we have but thank you, Gary, for inciting that violence that we just engaged in. JJRB says, thank you, by the way, says Happy Gilmore 2 is the most watchable bad movie I'll never watch again, but entertain me-ish. That guy who ended in prison was funny too. Yeah, dude, that's a great
Scheffler. Yeah.
And by the way, that's exactly the kind of review that I would look at. Like, I get exactly what you're saying, and I feel the exact same way. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, dude, I felt like I was on a bumper car ride. I was like, funny, stupid. Like I've never fucking experienced a movie like that before. Like I've never seen a movie that I hated so much that I also laughed at so fucking much. It was weird.
Yeah. Good times, JJ. We have Lee the Machine Bowers, member for 13 months. We appreciate you, Lee.
Lee!
He says, my sexy fellas, happy Taco Tuesday. Hey, Loomis and Chalice, do the scene it all in the hips from Happy Gilmore. Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Come on now, Loomis. Let me get behind you. You just want to do it slow. Do it slow. Come on now. It's all in the hips.
Your weed is erect. Get off!
I'm my fingers inside of you, but it's just
disgusting.
smooth it through. Just move it through. Come on, move it. There we go. I'm in. I'm out. You're hitting the ball. You're not. You're hitting the ball. You're not. I'm a doctor. I know how to golf.
I'm gonna spray you in the face with bear mace. You're disgusting. It's your own asshole. Get out of here. Thank you, Lee. By the way, we have Dan Murphy.
Love you, Lee.
Said OG Happy Gilmore is in my top 10 of all time. Happy Gilmore 2 was offensively bad. Everyone knows how much we quote 90s classics, but can you picture anyone quoting Grown Ups for or HG2? Happy Gilmore 2 comedy writing and film is dead. Yeah, you're not.
I
wrong.
do quote Grown Ups, to be fair, quite often.
I don't
Specifically,
really,
whenever I hug Jay, I stick my fingers in his butt. I go, "Boop."
Well, that's just acting out in an inappropriate way. But no, yeah, I don't know much. I can't remember any line from Grown Ups that's funny. But yeah, the only thing from Happy Gilmore 2 that I might quote ever would be "Contutor." And that was such a throwaway line they probably didn't even think it was good. But that part.
What a
was the
good
only
point,
part.
though. Like that's the only thing you'll like. Honest to God, and most people won't. Like, think about how many quotes survived out of Happy Gilmore. They literally made a movie about it. There's nothing in this that you'll quote your entire life. That's crazy. Good point, dude. Good point.
Good point, man. Thank you, man. Jordan says, ever seen Castle Freak? Great film. I've never seen. I never seen the movie. I remember the cover on VHS.
Yeah, we reviewed that like 10 years ago.
That's what I said. I said we reviewed it like 10 years ago, but it just wasn't something that was memorable to me. So, but I do remember as a kid seeing the VHS cover with the guy going.
Linda Blair was in that piece of shit. Yeah.
The guy looked like he had Bell's palsy and he was like stroking out at the same time on the cover. But anyway, yeah, good times. We have Tim McChickle say Saul Chalice and dude, look at your AI. Is that AI or is that a real picture in your PFP?
It looks like the Coldplay concert thing where they got caught.
Tim McChicken says Saul Chalice and Loomis with Pedro Pascal watching 1114. Hands were everywhere. Could you gentlemen explain yourselves? Why was Feldman there? You're a fucker, Tim. Like, you're trying to get all sorts of goodness in that one squeeze of a super chat.
I was trying to watch a movie, and then this guy started touching me, so I started touching him back because that's what I do. I was checking him for breast cancer.
I wasn't there at all. So obviously you're high as shit, drinking too much alcohol and sucking too much chicken nuggets. Yeah, he was totally not there, dude. Like, maybe the wolf pack was. This guy's in on it. Like, this guy, Tim McChickens. Yeah. Do you not know that I was in a McDonald's commercial? That's why I started my career, dude.
That's why he sucks on my nugget.
Respect on that. God, dude. You know what? I watched that interview again. Ooh. Anyway, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we had a Patreon whole thing where we went through the Corey Feldman thing. Good time. It was fun.
Next Patreon's next Saturday night, by the way. Patreon's next Saturday night. We're doing the Patreon thing again.
Good times. Sandy Papito. Hey, Mike, you like Neck Deep? Only found them like a year ago. I thought that was going somewhere totally different. I was like, hey, Mike, you like Neck Deep? Only found them like a year ago, but I think they were up to for their best pop punk bands. Life's Not Out to Get You, and their album in 2024 is great. They go to Louisville in September.
I've never ever been able to get into Neck Deep. There's something too whiny about the guy's voice. I'm embarrassed though. Like, I want to, because like everybody who loves all the bands that I loves Neck Deep, and I really want to get Neck Deep in Neck Deep, but I can't do it, and it upsets me. No Pressure though. Listen to a band called No Pressure. That's more my thing. By
the way, your PFP is exactly the face I made with the ending of Fantastic Four. What? We have Ray Guy. Thank you so much for the $1, dude. We have also
Handsome son bitch.
Tim McChickens. Jay, thoughts on the new Avatar trailer? I haven't seen it. I haven't watched it.
Dude. Oh my God.
Does it look bad?
It's fucking garbage juice, man.
Well, but you hate Avatar, so
yeah, I can't get through it. I've tried 4 times. Dude, literally, it aired before Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Dog wash. I mean, fucking garbage.
See, I time my shit at Fantastic Four. I came in like 15 minutes after, because the movie didn't even start until like 22 minutes after the fucking initial.
Cinemark, 25 minutes of previews every time.
Yeah. So I missed it.
Dude, it was terrible.
Well, Jacob says, liked Happy Gilmore 2 enough. I thought it was dumb, but made me laugh. Just didn't like all the flashbacks to the first one and the 4 sons of all the OG characters. Eminem cameo was funny though. LOL, 7 out of 10 for me. Hey, good stuff, man.
Dude, I agree. I like the Eminem cameo, and I thought a lot of the rest of it was garbage. Jacob, I need to know your thoughts on the new Good Charlotte songs, because I think they're really fucking good, by the way. I like them both. They're good. Tell me.
Yeah. Thank you, Jacob. Michael Parton. Horniness is the best way to handle panic attacks. That's right. Just pull out your dick and fuck whatever's available. That's how you got to handle that. Just get turned on.
Dude. I tell my wife all the time, I'm like, I'm having a panic attack. I'm going to need to fuck. It's the only thing that makes it go away. And it does. It works so good. That's how you know you're having a panic. Like, if you're really having a heart attack and you try to fuck, you're going to die. Yeah. But you forget about it like midway through, and then you're like, I'm okay.
You don't want to be responsible for my death by not giving me what I need.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you. We have Crazy St. J only fucking with you about Pedro. You know I love you. Well, then fuck you, dude, because you were getting me nervous about it. I actually thought, I was like, are you like a hardcore Pedro defender? I mean, it's fine if you are, but we also have Gary 2991 says, imagine Pedro did a shorty and said she started talking about calling the cops, so I pulled my tongue out of her ass and ran. Oh man, yeah, that would be bad.
Poor Pedro. Poor Pedro.
Why don't I? You know what?
By touching other men's wives. You know,
yeah,
fine.
dude. It's like you're a product of your own misfortune. I mean, but yeah, at the end of the day, like, dude, come on. Like, you know what? His people have got to tell him, Pedro, you got to stop that shit, dude. Like,
and also, it's not. It's. I will say though, it's not just on him. That one interview where she's like,
no, I think that she's just as bad in like
Oh,
particulars, like with the ooey gooey with him. But there's also been other instances where he's done it too. I think Sarah Paulson on the red carpet, where she was extremely uncomfortable, and she's gay, by the way, so she didn't like. I mean, I don't know, man. There's been instances where he has been responsible for what's going on, and at some point, his people's got to be like, Pedro, you're all over the internet, dude.
hands to ourselves, honey.
You gotta stop that. Just stop. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, but I get anxiety. It's like, you're a bougie bitch. Anxiety don't touch you, bougie. But yeah. Man of Tomorrow says, my fan casting for James Gunn's Batman is Jake Gyllenhaal. What are your guys' thoughts
I like
on the
it.
pick? That's
I
a really good
love
pick.
that, dude.
Jake Gyllenhaal could totally rock the shit out of that dude, 100%.
My pick is Alan Richardson, but if they said Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm in day one. I'm watching that fucking thing. I don't even care if the Flash guy's doing the cinematography. Jake Gyllenhaal, I'll watch that guy do anything. He's so good.
By the way, I was speaking of Batman. I didn't know this, but by the way, my opinion on your pick is perfect. I think Jake Gyllenhaal would nail that shit. But I didn't know this, but apparently Christopher Nolan started this. There's something like an embargo on Batman characters when someone's making the movies. Did you know about this?
No.
So when Christopher Nolan was making his version of The Dark Knight and he was doing his trilogy, there was basically an embargo put in place so that if DC ever decided to do something outside of the Nolan universe, they couldn't use certain characters or certain story arcs or certain villains while he was making his, because it would be too confusing for the standard audience member. They didn't want to. They were like, no. I this is the character I want to use. This is the arc I'm going to use, and these are the villains I'm going to use. So those are off the table. And James Gunn now has said that no, there's no more embargo. So basically, I guess reassuring people for Reeves that he can make his own thing and he's able to use any character he wants to use to do whatever he wants to do in his trilogy.
And I think that's the way it should be. Like, fans are smart enough, dude. We're smart enough. Just like with Happy Gilmore. Like, we didn't need to watch. We didn't need for you to show us the scene of Ben Stiller being Ben Stiller in the original to know who Ben Stiller was. We're smart enough. It's one movie. Like, let your freak flag fly, DC. You know what I mean? Let there be 10 Batmans. We don't give a shit. Just make good movies. I agree. I gotta get a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. We have Stu Corbett. Hey, had to clarify what I meant about Jay's fleshy appendage, and it was looking like 28 years later. I tuned in when Jay was wiping his camera, solving fleshy. It was Jay's arm, or was it? No, it was my dick. It's that big. No, yeah, it was. Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. Dude, I'm fine, but appreciate you, man, for clarifying. Appreciate you. But you didn't have to, but I appreciate you. Michael Parton says, actually wanted Black Cat, instead got Madam Web. Oh, yeah, for the 100%. I agree. I don't like Madam Web. I know she's important in the Spider-Man lore, but I just don't give a fuck about Madam Web. I didn't even like her in the animated series when Spider-Man was going on. I thought that her storyline is kind of interesting, but I don't care necessarily about Madam Web to have her have a full fucking movie. I agree. We have Chris Sampson. Appreciate you, man. Says, bros, how are you? Have you seen the Netflix super show Tires? How about the trailer for Bone Lake? How would Feldman trash talk Wahlberg to a dance challenge and what would Wahlberg say in his defense? Hey, man, good to see you, Chris. I have not seen Tires, and I don't know anything about Bone Lake. But I'll wait for Mike to get back to do that little scene you're talking about. But it's good to see you, Chris. I appreciate you being here. Cineroth says, JT Insel directs new Friday the 13th, Pamela Lives, and new story. Well, that would be the most fucked up R-rated film you've ever seen. Okay, that shit would give 9.5 weeks a run for its money for depravity. Even though that wasn't a super depraved movie, but it's a very sexual movie. And I don't know if I would like to watch that. It's very, very incestual. We have Jacob also says, oh, that's for Mike too as well. And that's it. I think we're caught up. So we got Chris and Jacob to talk about things when Mike gets back. And then we're just going to talk. Now Jay would like Tires. I don't know. I don't even know what that is, but Azteca Aguilera said, J Mike, have you seen the Aztec Batman animated movie trailer? I saw a thumbnail for it. I didn't watch the trailer. Tomo Agato says, isn't Black Cat a discount Catwoman? Yes. She's definitely the Temu version of Catwoman, but she's still hot. But 100% she's not Catwoman. I'm just gonna Venom should be R-rated. Oh yeah, we'll do 100%. If like was Venom 1 not R-rated? I guess it wasn't.
I'm gay.
Yes, I know. I can look at you.
Oh,
was Venom
okay.
was the first Venom R-rated?
No. Negatory.
So we have, by the way, I'll let you answer this question first. I've got to go pee again, and then we'll have something to do with Chris. But there you go.
Enjoy yourself, sir.
Mhm.
May it be a healthy pee, a masculine child. Jacob says the new Good Charlotte song is pretty good. Never been too big into them, but I did enjoy the new songs. I recommend Turnstile's new album, Never Enough. That shit hits. The Alkaline Trio song was good too, dude. This is the thing, dude. Jacob and everybody listening, we are in we went through this a couple years ago. We're in yet another amazing summer where great bands from the 90s are making banger ass shit. It's not just Good Charlotte. I get if you're never into them. I like the first album and I like the second album. After that, couldn't care less. But man, I'm like Rejects. The first time I heard it, wasn't the biggest fan. Now I can't stop listening to it. And also Big Stepper, I fucking love that song as well. The new Alkaline Trio song is great. I love it. Oblivion's the name of the song. However, also for bands that are outside of pop punk, the new Nine Inch Nails song fucking rips. The new Deftones song fucking rips. And if you, I know people may not listen to country. I don't, but Tyler Childers' new song, Big Time, something like that, fucking amazing. There's so much good music coming out right now. I love the summer for that reason, and I love Jacob for that reason, because we can talk about these things. But yeah, dude, seeing Good Charlotte in September with Blink, Alkaline Trio in September with Blink, and I can't wait. But I literally thought of you, Jacob, when I heard those songs. I was like, I gotta know what Jacob thinks of these. Let's do like three times the Reject song by Good Charlotte, and All American Rejects put out good music too. We're eating fucking great, dude. I love it. It's fucking fantastic. And I'm horny. What? That's not the thing I meant to say. I didn't mean to say the thing that I said. That's not what I meant to say. And also, I'm killing time because I am finding out where we were in the super chat space. Here we go. Man, tomorrow. Thanks, buddy. He says, staying on Batman. I hope we get a great Mr. Freeze. Dude, it's time, right? He was amazing in the animated series. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't do a terrible job. It was just a corny.
The Ice Age!
Yeah, it is time, dude. So
Dude,
many actors could crush Mr. Freeze.
Victor Freeze is like one of the best traumatic type of villains that Batman has. Like you can totally understand why he is the way that he is, and what his motivations are for being a criminal. He's such a relatable bad guy that if they do him right, I think one of my favorite iterations of Mr. Freeze is there was a game called
I am the sun.
God has looked down upon you and found you wanting. Is the Arkham Origins DLC that came out, and it was so well done. And I can't remember the DLC, but the way they handled the storyline of Victor Freeze and the guy that did the voice acting for him and the character design, it was dead on. Like that's exactly. When you think of Victor Freeze, yeah, he's got technology, he's a bad guy, but he's not that simple. He's not like a one-dimensional character. He's got so much depth to him that he would be perfect, because you can actually see why Batman struggles like with even having to take down Victor Freeze, because usually he's like, I understand why you're doing what you're doing. He's such a multi-layered villain.
I could not agree more, sir.
So we have Chris. This is what it was. Bros, how are you? He goes, have you seen the Netflix super show Tires? Which I have not. And then he says, how about the trailer for Bone Lake? Which I have not.
I have not seen the trailer for Bone Lake, but I know Tires. This is Shane Gillis. Jay, you would fucking love that show. Like, it's fucking.
Oh, is that Shane Gillis?
Yeah, it's his show. Like, he's the main star of the show.
I must watch. I didn't know I didn't know the guy was. I didn't know that.
Dude, the episodes are like 20 minutes. They feel like something that could have came out on HBO in the 90s, like late night or whatever. The main manager gets annoying after a while, but apart from that, Shane Gillis is fun. That's a funny ass show. It's good. But I have not seen the show for Bone Lake.
And then he says, how would Feldman trash talk Wahlberg to a dance challenge? What would Wahlberg say in his defense? So I was like up here doing my own birthday bash, and like this piece of shit Bostonian comes up and he's like, dude, I can totally show you like a dance move that you've never seen before. I was like, you look like you stomped the Puerto Rican's eyeball out. That's how he's dancing. 2 left feet and illegal. I don't like it at all. You're probably a part of the wolf pack. I don't want to hear from you. Did you know that I was in a McDonald's commercial before Stand By Me? Do you realize that? You're talking to an award-winning McDonald's commercial winner. Shut up.
I don't know if you know this, Mr. Lost Boys. I don't know if you know this, Mr. Lost Boys, but I can dance a step or two. My brother was the New Kids on the Block, and I was the dude who stomped the dude on the block. I eat turkey burgers every day. I golf on my personal golf lawn. I have a personal golf lawn. I'm 56 years old. I wake up at 4 a.m. I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning, and I do 67,000 curls.
No,
dude,
you just dance
that means
away
I could
from
outdance you.
responsibility. Why don't you go finger your girlfriend on the Ferris wheel some more, you dirty shithead?
I will finger your fucking girlfriend on a dance floor.
Not my girlfriend. She's an angel, and you're a piece
You
of
don't
shit. You can
you
never
don't
be
have
in
a
my
girl-
band.
you don't
can
have a
never be
girlfriend,
in my
Corey.
band.
You don't have a girlfriend, Corey. You have a bunch of hot little
Yeah,
girls
I
that you
do.
paid
I
to
have
come
a
dance with
girlfriend.
you.
I do have a
You know
girlfriend.
what I do?
She's gonna be bigger
threaten
than
girls.
she's gonna be she's gonna be bigger than J-Lo.
I threaten girls to come dance with me. I meet them in bathroom stalls, and I stare at them like this, and I stand above them, and I tell them, I'm going to tell your father. I'm going to tell your father. I'm going to tear up his cherry. I'm going to tear up his cherry. And he thinks I'm talking about his daughter, but I'm talking about his car, because I just fucked it up in the car parking lot outside, and I'm going to finger you on a roller coaster.
Sounds so disgusting. Were you in Lucas with Charlie Sheen? That was really low brow. But I will say, by the way, I was gonna say, dude, we're not watching it here. Okay, we might watch it behind closed doors because I don't want to like showcase it on the internet to everybody. But so they just had a Goonies reunion thing at the house, at the house that they filmed, the Goonies at, and
I'm surprised Corey wanted to talk about his past.
oh, dude, it got rough because Adam the Woo filmed it. And he's got some footage of Corey arriving, and then Corey being on top of the banister with some of the former castmates and talking. And he's clearly drunk as fuck. I don't know. I mean, definitely like imbibing a bit. And he's it's just, dude, the cringe level factor is like redlining a lot. And then he says some like the girl
They must have been watching Happy Gilmore too.
probably, but there's one particular part, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? They're all like talking about Richard Donner and hey, thank Richard Donner for making this movie and how well, they're doing the sentimental shit. And then the mom that played that was in the movie, the mom, which also she was the mom in Monster Squad, which I didn't know. She passed away. I don't know when, but I think she passed away due to cancer or something like that. And Corey's like, he said something. He says the actress's name, and he's like, and she's No Moss.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, and one of the Fratelli brothers, I think that's it. He's like, and then nobody said shit for like a few seconds. Like you could hear that heartbeat, and you could hear a fucking pin drop, and then they all was like, yeah, that's good. I was like, what the fuck, dude? The video is so fucking cringe-inducing. It's like I get itchy. Remembering
some people should have been canceled, Jay. Some people should have been canceled.
But yeah, hey, Sticks333 says, hey guys, y'all gonna get the Hellraiser Revival Collector's Edition. Just got mine with the box. You know what? Maybe I actually looked. So
how much is it again? $250?
No, that one's gone. So they had a limited edition. It was like, I think it was like $250, maybe $300, but it was insanely cool. That was not signed, but it was like up to 10,000 units were going to be sent out or some shit like that. So that's gone, but you can get the $200 one. And they have like,
lucky me.
Well, yeah, but they at least have some. I'm gonna order that shit on Affirm or like some kind of like payment process. I think you can get it on a decent. It's like $50 for every month or some shit like that. It's not bad. I think $50 a month. But I don't know. I thought about getting it. I mean, it's not going to run out or anything like that. It's not it's not a limited supply, but I want it. But either way, I just want the game. Honestly, at the end of the day, I just want the fucking game.
I just want to play. Yeah, I just want to play. I don't need all the accoutrement. I don't need the trading card packs.
Well, I just want to look at it. Be like, I just want to see it light up because the pillar of souls, with the box on top. Yeah, the stand like lights up and shit.
Yeah, that's
but it's so stupid.
cool.
So you're a grown adult, and you're like, what are you spending your money on? I was like, so like for $200, right? $200, you can get this statue, and they call it the Pillar of Souls in the community. And they're like, what does it do? It's like it lights up. It just lights up. And like, yeah, but why are you spending $200 on a fucking little miniature Pillar of Souls statues? Like, because it's fucking awesome.
Leave me alone, Dad.
God, I can spend my money on what I want to spend it on, so I want to spend it on a light up statue.
I want to show you this, by the way.
By the way, that
Welcome
sounds
to
like that
Gary.
fucking guy from Sasquatch Gang.
It does. I'm gonna get my nuggets. Don't you worry about how. Dude, this is actually really dope. We haven't had a chance to talk about it on the channel yet, but
By the way, time out before you say that. It's not the guy from Sasquatch Gang. It actually sounded like the older brother in Napoleon Dynamite. When he's like, "Yeah, it's okay, I guess."
I guess you could say we're pretty serious.
Yeah. Dude, I love that fucking dude. I love that fucking dude. By the way, I would love to see a Napoleon Dynamite sequel because I think they could knock that out of the park. Because it's already
Honestly,
boring
like-
as shit. They really could do it.
Yeah, like they wouldn't need to fucking throw in 1,000 cameos and all that. No one, I feel like nobody's talking about this, dude. But I think this is gonna light your engines, pal.
I haven't seen it. I thought you, but you like it. You like it?
So the first trailer they put out was whatever. It barely had Pennywise in it or whatever. And again, Andy Muschietti is the showrunner. Well, no, he's not the showrunner, but he's one of the people working on Welcome to Derry. The showrunner is actually the same showrunner who's working on Crystal Lake. Either way, they put out another trailer for it. Welcome to Derry. We're gonna watch it right now. I want to get Jay's natural reaction to it. I only watched it once, but I was fucking shocked at how good and serious this looks. Okay?
Full screen it and engage.
Here we go.
My family and I just moved to town and we're looking for things to fill the place.
So how are you adjusting?
Things are certainly different here. Derry is a beautiful place, but things do happen from time to time.
Racism!
That's racist.
You do not wish to acknowledge,
That meme.
or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster.
When is this taking place?
Maddie was last seen the night of January
It's a prequel. Before all that shit.
Cool.
4th at the theater.
He did tell me he'd been seeing weird stuff for a while before he disappeared. What in the hell is it?
It's an oricha. You know, an evil spirit.
A what? That kid's cracked out.
An evil spirit.
No, I know it, but he called it a name for it.
A Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, yeah, Quetzalcoatl. Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee tuna.
Guano!
Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son
Shaw
leaves the
Stank.
house,
We have to tell someone.
No one's gonna.
You need to get a fucking haircut, by the way. That fucking hair is
I think that was a girl.
No, that was a guy, dude. Look.
There's no way that was a guy. That's a girl, dude.
I really mean this.
I think that's a chick.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like maybe they listen to Papa Roach a lot. I don't know.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last haircut.
Yeah, it looks rough. It looks like a bad day.
Believe us.
Most people, they only believe what they can see with their own eyes.
Dude, why are you standing there? Fucking run. Oh,
What is it?
Oh, Houlihan.
answer me. I don't know.
I don't know what the hell it is.
Hey, go back
In
real
this
quick.
town, it's like
Go back a little bit more. When he's like, I don't know, like when the guy turns
I don't know what
around.
the hell it is.
That guy?
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Does he not look like the dude from the Cosby Show?
Yeah, the one that that's honestly who I thought it was for a second.
I think it might be him. I think it actually the dude from Kid and Play and shit. He was fucking awesome in those movies, by the way.
That wasn't Blade Brown.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell.
Well, I don't think that's him. I don't think that's
It's
him.
not. It looks like him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna say anything.
people in this
Jeepers
town.
creepers.
It's like the devil's in them.
Oh shit. Fucking weird.
Yeah, dude, that one kid was like, "Eh."
I remember my first time of trying Fireball. I remember my first beer.
It's like, honey, are you okay? And he's, "Eh."
That kid's not going to win any archery contests. That's for sure.
fucking awesome shot right there. I like the way he goes.
So that, but what's his name's not in that, right?
Who?
Skarsgård, is he reprising his role?
No, yeah, he is. It is him. It is him.
Oh wow, crazy.
But watch this dude. He goes.
Yeah, he kind of gave that. He kind of gave that laugh like when you fart and no one noticed it, and you're gonna Dutch oven them. You're like, so yeah, it's so crazy. It looked good, by the way. It looked really awesome. That looks really.
Dude,
so what's it? Is it HBO Max? Is what?
HBO Max. It's coming out.
Shit! I just canceled that.
Just use mine. I'll give you my password. It's fine.
Yeah, because I can't get rid of Paramount Plus right now. I'm trying to watch the Star Trek shows. But I'm working my way through Deep Space Nine because I never finished it when I was a kid. But yeah, dude, it looks really good. It's so funny. What I was thinking is that you remember back in the day when actors used to think that TV was such a demotion, they would never ever go sully themselves by going and doing TV shows. And now it's such a different world where that's where honestly that's probably in some ways better than the silver screen, because the silver screen kind of movies take so long to get made, and there's all sorts of politicking going on in certain, the guy that played the Flash in 1990, which I love that movie, by the way. John Wesley Shipp, who played the Flash in 1990. He actually mentioned that he was like, I was a stage actor, and at that time, TV show always felt like, well, you're just not good enough for the silver screen. So they had this thing, The Flash, they were going to put it on TV. They were going to make this, 1.5 hour promo or pilot. And people were like, don't do it. That's a death sentence for an actor. But he did it. And by the way, I love that movie. And he was just talking about how different it was back then, where in the 1990s and even early 2000s, were like, no, you would never see a legitimate big star actor ever sully themselves with TV.
Yeah.
So it's just so weird how you change that now. Like, I mean, you might see Hugh Jackman on a Marvel project on TV.
Yeah, like Game of Thrones changed everything. I feel like Sopranos, Game of Thrones, you name it. I think they just, especially that's the thing too, with it coming to HBO, it's going to be high quality. It's going to have that kind of essence to it. Somebody said, nice. I hope you all do episode recaps. I would like to, honestly. I think with this Crystal Lake, if there's a possible Halloween TV series, I think it would be really cool to do episode recaps.
Yeah, we could do that, because we used to do that back a long time ago when we were doing American Horror Story. And then we got accused of racism, and then we kind of backed off of it for a minute. And then
and the only reason is because we got one actress confused with another, like we just did here. I mean, we could totally do that's actually a legitimately easier thing to do now, since we have setups that we can do this shit remotely. So we could go when the new episode premieres, right after it's over, jump online and fucking do the review. Especially if they're going to do the episodes where they drop them weekly, we can watch the episode, right? Hop on a live stream, whether it's on Patreon or members only,
or whatever,
or on main or whatever, and just do a quick half-an-hour recap and just react in real time to what we just watched. I think we should do it. We could do it for this. We could do it for Crystal Lake.
Yeah. And that's what we should do. I think that would be fun. And then we all, as a community, could all hang out and discuss the episode, like a water cooler moment at work.
Let's fucking do it.
I like that.
I like it.
And by the way, I was going to say what I think changed as far as the with the TV thing, where actors are like, yeah, it's not as bad to be on TV as it was. It's not only the fact that streaming became more of the mainstream, with streaming services taking over the brick and mortar stores and all that shit going by the wayside. COVID, I think, also launched a whole different type of iteration for Hollywood. Yeah, because now you can get away with telling great stories, through a streaming program on TV rather than a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, no, 100%, dude. Like there's and also fucking Alien Earth, August. Alien's gonna be out too.
I haven't kept up with any of the new Alien stuff, but I know that people are hyped about it.
It looks pretty fucking good, dude. I mean, Timothy Olyphant being in there, come on, that's great shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's great shit.
Timothy Olyphant should have been Lex Luthor. Just gonna throw that out there.
He would have been great.
Nicholas Hoult, no way. Timothy Olyphant, let's have it. Okay,
I do think Nicholas Holt did a good job though. I liked
he
his
did a good job. I'm not saying he didn't do but still do. It's the same thing with Jesse Eisenberg. It's like, why are you fucking doing this?
Yeah.
Like you have everything going for you, and then you're like, but Lex Luthor, I'm gonna throw in a fucking wild card. I got something in my back pocket.
I would say. So how would you rank your Lex Luthors, by the way? Like, so I would actually go, and this is no joke. I know I'm gonna get shit for this.
Well,
I would go.
I thought you asked me, and you're gonna go first.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go.
You know what I'm gonna say.
I'm actually gonna go Nicholas Holt's my favorite Lex Luthor.
You're lying. You're a lying sack of potatoes.
If I can't include the Lex Luthor from the animated movies they did in DC.
Yeah, you can't do any animated. Just live action.
Right. So it would actually be Nicholas Holt's my favorite Lex Luthor I've seen. And then I would go Michael Rosenbaum below that. I watched some of those. I didn't watch the whole thing, to be fair. Below that, I would go Hackman, even though I didn't even like that. And then at the bottom, I mean, Eisenberg wasn't even technically Luthor. He was his fucking son, so it doesn't really count. But yeah, that's where I would go.
I would go.
Oh no, Spacey above Eisenberg, and then Eisenberg.
I would go Michael Rosenbaum as Lex Luthor #1. I think he was perfect. I think he was great. I think he captured the essence of that character. I watched every episode, loved it. I checked out at season 9. I really stopped caring about Smallville around that time. I just didn't care anymore. But Michael Rosenbaum was great, dude. Awesome Lex Luthor. Really got the character. Gene Hackman was awesome because the reason why Gene Hackman was so good was that the characterization of Lex Luthor fit in so well with the Christopher Reeve iteration they were going for in the Richard Donner movie, like that cartoon over the top type of Lex Luthor. It just worked. It worked opposite of Christopher Reeve's version of Superman. 3 would be I'll have to give it to Holt. I don't like Holt. I think Holt is a very good character actor, and he didn't do a bad job. Don't get me wrong in this particular instance of Superman, but he's just not he's not the intimidating guy that I need to be Lex Luthor. He's just not. 4 would be Spacey, and then 5 Eisenberg. Eisenberg works in some instances. Like I can and maybe if
his lines were good.
Yeah, well, I think that if the Snyderverse had been allowed to continue and to get more deeper into the lore that Zack Snyder was trying to build, maybe we would have seen a different side of Eisenberg. And like, you can't take anything away from Eisenberg. He can act. Like, he knows how to fucking act. So, and it would have got darker, right? So you can't really say much. But Spacey just you know what? Actually, I'm going to reverse that. I'm sorry. I'm going to Uno reverse. I'm actually going to put Eisenberg ahead of Spacey. And the reason why I'm Uno reversing it, I'm throwing in my cards, is because Kevin Spacey 100% phoned in that entire performance. He didn't give a fuck about that performance, and he was just trying. Well, he was trying to emulate Hackman. That's all he was trying to do. He was trying to be Gene Hackman. And now that could not be his fault. That could have been the director. That could have been Bryan Singer being like, "Be like Gene Hackman." He's like, "I don't want to be." You got a guy that played one of the best villains of all time in Seven, playing Lex Luthor, and then he's just trying to be Gene Hackman.
It should have been, dude. It should have been way better than it was. And I will say this: putting Holt as my first. Someone said, "Mike, lay off the gummies." Like, he's not the first. I understand what you're saying. He's not.
No, if you like it, you like it. You like it.
I like it, but like, also, there's never been, in my opinion, a perfect rendition of Lex Luthor on screen. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's my favorite, but I still don't think they've gotten it right. I still don't think they've gotten it right.
I think as the most inline version of Lex Luthor I've ever seen, as far as like, this is the way that it was wrote in the comic books, this is the way that he looked, this is the way that he acted. I feel like Gene Hackman is the guy, because they were going for that cornball kind of like goofy Lex Luthor 1950s 40s comic book version, and Gene Hackman knocked it out of the park. As far as intimidating, over the top villain guy that's got everything he's in control of everything, and he's got all the plans, he's got 3 and 4 steps ahead of you. Maybe not. Maybe they haven't found that guy yet.
Yeah.
I think that the guy out there he's been available for a moon, is Bryan Cranston. And you don't want to go with Bryan Cranston for some fucking reason. This guy has got all of the intangibles. To me, J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson, right? J.K. Simmons knocked it. Like, that's who when you think of Jonah Jameson. When you think of Jonah Jameson, you think of J.K. Simmons,
right?
Because there's Like I
There's
feel like
still
Bryan
not been a
Cranston
perfect-
could be that for Lex Luthor.
Yeah, no, I think he would be too. And there's still not been a perfect one. The perfect one to me was in the animated movies that they were doing. You saw Lex Luthor. I'll never forget this image of Lex Luthor in one of those DC animated films where he's on a treadmill lifting like 50-pound dumbbells while he's walking on a treadmill. And it's like, that's fucking Lex Luthor. This guy is so obsessed with being the perfect human being. That was Lex Luthor. They never killed that in film.
I'm going to throw this out there, and it might be crazy. It might just be too much for the world to handle, but I'm going to throw it out there. Shave him bald and just say, be that dude from American Psycho and give it to Christian Bale.
I mean, he would kill it. He would kill it.
But if he played Patrick Bateman as fucking Lex Luthor, there you go. You're talking about an egocentric, egomaniacal psycho. Psycho.
Crush it.
That's all
I think
about.
I might watch The Big Short tonight.
Yeah, we'll talk about all about appearance, all about how he looks, how he presents himself to the world, but underneath a fucking raging maelstrom of like murder. That is the guy.
Fucking kill it. That's perfect. That's perfect.
But he was.
To be fair, you could pretty much say Christian Bale in anything, and he would be perfect. But he would
except Batman. Except Batman. I'm sorry. Except Batman. He did not.
He was a great Bruce Wayne. He was
a good Bruce. Not a good Batman. Not a good Batman.
Not a great Batman. But
sorry.
It was good. That is fair. That is true.
But dude, if you were a director, if you got creative control, and they're like, all right, we really need a Lex Luthor to really set this off. Tell me that it wouldn't cross your mind to cast Patrick Bateman as fucking Lex Luthor and make it exactly like how you imagine it.
Chef's kiss. It'd be fucking perfect.
Because when you were talking about like doing the treadmill thing and like working out and being awesome, he's like, look, I'm lifting 2 different dumbbells at different sizes while I'm walking, and look at my abs, they're glistening in the sunlight, and I'm badass and I'm smarter than everybody in this fucking room.
Man, he would fucking crush. He would fucking crush. Jason Ross says Jay Tinsel directs new Friday the 13th.
No, I read that one. I read that one.
Did you read that one? I don't understand it at all. Oh, we already read a couple.
We're right here.
Excuse me.
We're at Hack Production JHP.
Ah, yes. He says, y'all getting excited for the viewing of Stab 2? Anyways, I'm happy to be back as a top pitch.
Hey, thank you, man.
Everyone go join. What you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for? Also,
but he's saying it in the original in the original way, not the new one. He's saying it in the original way where it made sense.
But also, if you are waiting, that link is down below. And next Saturday night, we are going to be live. We're going to be doing prank phone calls. We're going to be playing video games.
We got to do that again.
Yeah, we're going to be doing prank phone calls. We're going to be doing video games. It was a fucking wild night in Texas last time. I can't wait to see what we do this time. It's going to be great. So join below. Immortal says, hoping I didn't miss the movie reviews. If I did, what did y'all think about them? Much love, guys, and thanks for being there for me. If you know where to know.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. We unfortunately already did them, but we can give you a quick recap. I gave Happy Gilmore 2 a 6.5, and I gave Fantastic Four an 8.5. I felt like Happy Gilmore 2 relied way too much on nostalgia. It was also super sappy and corny in ways that it shouldn't have been, and the comedy of Adam Sandler films that worked for that type of film, meaning Happy Gilmore, only worked in the 90s. They were trying to chase lightning in a bottle. They didn't do it. Fantastic Four, good, looks like a comic book movie, feels like a comic book movie, fun. They nerfed Galactus. Other than that, it was still a good movie. Solid outing.
Yeah, and I'm not far from Jay. I gave Happy Gilmore 4.5. I felt like I was fucking on a ride. You know, I felt like I was on a bumper car. It's like, I love this. I fucking hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I like this. I hate this.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four was just a good damn film, man. You got to give them credit where it's due. It was a good movie, especially.
I thought you were gonna say when you said Happy Gilmore 2, you're like, I thought you were gonna I felt like I was fucking on a rock. Sometimes it was comfortable, sometimes it wasn't. I'm wondering why I'm fucking on a rock.
That's exactly how it felt, though. Thank you. That's exactly how that movie felt for me as well. But yeah, no, Immortal, check out the previous part of that because we discussed it in depth. In depth.
But seriously, guys, and I'm really not trying to suck dick on Patreon, but there's so much stuff that goes on that we can't show and do on regular stream at all. But like the prank, dude, they're so fun. The prank phone call thing, it like reignited this like stupid immature part of myself, and I'm like, I forgot about that, and it was so fun. And the video game stuff, and just I don't know, just hanging out. It was cool. So if you guys get a chance, I don't know, give it a shot, give it a chance, give it a gander. Come on over.
Feel around the room, see how it tastes, see how you like it, see how it feels on your body. It's going to be a blast, and that's next Saturday night. And tomorrow night, Jay and I are getting together, and we're going to be doing a commentary for what are we doing? The Patreon vote was a tie.
Let them vote. Let them vote.
It was a dead ass tie on Patreon between Fear and Dodgeball.
No, actually, we shouldn't do that because that was
Patreon. It's a Patreon thing. Yeah. Patreons get to vote on.
I feel like
it's up to you and I because it was a tie.
Yeah, I'm fine with either one. Honestly, I feel like we did Fear though. I swear to God, we did that 2 years ago.
No, we never did it. We never did that. It's between that and Dodgeball, which movie we're gonna watch. I'm down for it. I guess we'll just see how we feel tomorrow. You know, what are we in the mood for? We in the mood for
are we more starved for comedy or are we more starved for like thriller?
It's gonna be a fun night either way. I'm excited about it. I'm excited in my hole. And I've been excited in my hole for tonight. What are you doing? Where are you going? What happened?
I don't know. My camera's acting like a shithead now. What the fuck?
Come back to me.
All right.
Baby, come back to me.
I don't know. Shh. Tell me your secrets.
Not the other yet.
Fucking bitch
You're
ass.
still blurry, Jim. I didn't fix it. That didn't fix it either. 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 I'm in hell.
I can't fix it.
Guys, I think we covered it tonight.
That's it.
This has been fun as fuck. We
Camera's
appreciate
over.
all of you guys hanging out with us tonight. Happy Gilmore 2 dudes. Fantastic Four. We're going to be recording a commentary tomorrow for patrons. We'll be live next Saturday. We'll have a Patreon. We'll have a regular stream in between them. I don't know. I don't know where I am. Where are you? Where are you?
Apparently not in fucking 1080p. I literally I didn't touch shit. Whatever. I'll fix it.
It's going to be okay. It'll fix it before the next stream. Hey, we love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. This has been fun. It always fucking is. We love you. We love you guys. Hey, he's back. It fixed itself.
I know. Thank God. It was like, you're not that ugly. Thank you. See you guys. Love you.
Oh, we love you guys. See you soon. Good night.